Check me out now. Return of the smooth operator. Shotty on repeat. I say sleep later. This another favor. Consider me your neighbor. Lost a lot of fam in pursuit of the paper. She gon' catch the vapors when we slide by. The way I speak my mind, it's like I peak my prime, but I ain't close. I cruise through the night air. Fantasy a dream. Real world is a nightmare. Like Claire battling the brainless. Learn to live shameless. Talk about me a lot, but claim that I'm nameless. You aimless. So I'ma style on them. They washed up. It's a rap. Throw the towel on them. Gaining miles on them. Otakus for the win. Tacos, it depend on the mood that I'm in. Like Finn when it's time for adventure. This some new blue. Get ready to enter my mind for a few. Come and take a ride with the crew. I'ma show you how to recoup days lost when you vibe with the blue. Come vibe with the blue. Yeah. About time to regroup. Fly, got my eyes on the view. Never hear lies, only truth. Realize why they vibe with the blue. 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 Vibe with the vibe with the sky. Wait, you know the rest. I'm blessed. I see you frontin' like you ain't impressed, but I still get requests. I'm playing Zelda on the GameCube. I quit spamming my music. Don't ever try forcing the links. That's a high rule. The wind waker, Mother Nature on my side too, controlling the elements. Go and check my avatar. I'm arrows ahead. Get the point. Moving forward. The battle scars accumulated over time are reminders of what I went through as a miner. But made me a grinder. The trees broke down for this loose leaf. If life's a game of death, I'm Bruce Lee. Ooh wee. Lose sleep on the regular, trying to get this word out. Then I crash nebula. Wish I had a very odd parent, maybe two, but it's cool. Everybody pays dues. Now it's time to make moves. Granny didn't raise me to lose. Think I'm in the mood for a cruise. Wanna ride? Come and vibe with the blue. Come 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 vibe with the. Check this out, y'all. I'm back spazzing like the elderly worth of my cousin Beverly. Never swear away from the truth. Just ask Heather, be weather, be tripping, starting to look control like our destiny. Always give you the best of me until the death of me. My weaponry is a paintbrush. Hush, don't tell my secret. They get a hold of it. If you leak it, get it. It's cool. Got you covered though, look. But let me get back to that cool-ish, loose-ish. Why they still lying? They don't do this. Bad at board games, whole world clueless. Selling their soul for Roof Chris. Who's this honored fella? Need a sliced extra mozzarella. Crew fly, let God propellers. Humanity born like they don't trust fun. Why you dodge to tell her? You don't know, but my odds are better. Life's a gamble, depending on who holding the cards. You can start living at large or it's bon voyage. Charge it to the game. Me and you ain't the same. I'm thinking bigger pictures. Why you still shrinking the frame? Ever blink in the rain? It helps when your eyes dry. Mob with the bright minds. Think you funny, wise guy? Midnight Marauder with a new tribe. Tired of the fake. Come and vibe with the blue sky. Come vibe with the blue sky. Why do you try? We get them high. Take them high. What I do? Come vibe with the blue. Yeah. Come vibe with the blue. Pass what up? Vibe with the.
Motherfucker, are you out of your damn mind?
I have seen everything that has ever happened, ever will happen, ever could happen, and yet, what the hell is this?
Are you ready?
Word to wise, grass only greener when it's fertilized. Gave them truth in these songs, they prefer to lies. Destiny beautiful, adrift in her purple eyes. You can't see me, you Stevie, wondering how I reach more evolutions than Evie and make it look easy. Dream on, yeah. Dream on, dream weaver.
What is up, Earth's mightiest subscribers? It's your boy Ernie, Blerd Without Fear. Got the homie Carter presents. Welcome to episode 253. 53 of the Blerd Cave, the number one comic book news stream on this or any other Earth in the multiverse that you can find on Spotify. You can find us on Apple. You can find us on Google. You can find us on Timbuktu. And wherever you find us, be sure to leave us a rating. It helps us find more amazing, beautiful listeners like yourself. Carter. How you doing today, man? How you doing? What's going on?
So let's start it positive. Happy Free Comic Book Day, America.
Yes.
Let's start it like that.
Yes.
So we're gonna start it like that because, for all intents and purposes, I really would like to actually go to an LCS local comic shop of mine today. But your local comic shop, it looks a little bit different to you when you see the books that was stolen at your car on the shelf. You start to look at your shop a little bit different. Not that the people in the shop did anything, but when you start seeing your belongings that someone took from betwixt the trunk and the back seat of your car, you get a little tight. You get a little tight. But I am, like I said, I am going to try to go to a comic book shop today. I hope all of y'all try to get to a comic book shop today. Let's take the Star Wars of it all out of the equation. It's Free Comic Book Day, new shenanigans. I think they're going to have something about Blood Hunt so we can see why Blade had this random heel turn that was not explained in the Brian Hill Blade series, where Blood Hunt ain't really nothing more than the goddamn continuation of Moon Knight. So if you ain't been reading Moon Knight and just Blade, you just assed out.
I mean, to be fair, they kind of did.
I was on a roll. Don't cut me off. So another thing that
I'm gonna let you have it. I'm gonna let you have it.
Thank you. Another thing that has me feeling a little bit unnerved was I've been wanting to get into Judge Dredd recently.
Really? I figured Judge Dredd might be a little too political for you.
So I saw a book. I saw a book at a comic shop I was at that was a continuation of that Carl Urban movie you and I like.
Dredd,
and then it put me down the rabbit hole of just reading up on Judge Dredd stuff. And I'm in the process of doing that last night. And then Drake releases a Kendrick Lamar disc. Okay, I can take a break from this real quick. I can take a break. So I listened to that. Like, oh my God. They need to leave this young beige Canadian alone right now. What? Who pissed Drake off like this? What is wrong with y'all? So
they took his N-word pass. He can't say it no more.
So that was the first glass of Crown last night, and then I finished listening to that. I go down this YouTube rabbit hole of Judge Dredd lore videos. My phone goes off again. I get like 6 different texts from people. Bruh, that Kendrick. I said, what you talking about the Drake disc? No, bruh. Kendrick released his response to the disc 16 seconds after Drake dropped hit. Huh? I want to go to sleep. I put the Judge Dredd on because it was noise I could use to take a nap. Kendrick then came out with a disc 16 seconds. So now that was my night. That's how I'm doing right now. Hip hop is
wild right now. Actually, for those of y'all who are in the Discord, I just put something in there, and which, by the way, there is a link in the description of this stream if you want to join.
Oh, you know what? Since you said that, I'm gonna put this crown down.
Yeah, actually, hold on. But before you do that, because you're about to make it a little gutter, I can already tell. Before you do, I do want to say, because I didn't get a chance to say this. Because I do know we have our, we may live in a Milky Way ghetto, but there's one thing I can definitely say is that a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, I definitely want to shout out to all my peoples out there in them Star Wars and say, may the 4th be with you. And there you go. Now, carry on. Get gutter, son. Get gutter.
Do you still want the 4th
Spray
to
the
be
chopper.
with? Do you want the 4th to be with them if it has anything to do with the Skywalkers?
We don't talk about the Skywalkers, okay? We don't talk about them. All right. It is look, we don't talk about the Skywalkers, okay? The Force is not with them, okay? The Skywalkers are for the streets. I'm gonna hit you with that Mariah Carey. I don't know her. I don't know her.
All right, dude. This is real quick because I really want to get into the stuff that we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about some Ninja Turtles. We're going to be talking about Charles. We're going to be talking about several other things, but I have to say this because, of course, there is a link to the Blerd Without Fear Discord in the description of this video. It'll probably be in the description on Spotify because remember, Spotify or just podcasts in general, wherever you listen to your goddamn podcast at. This episode of the Blerd Cave will be live and up tomorrow. Nerds of Culture will be going up today. But I say all that to say, if you all join this Discord, I am not one to shame anybody, except in this instance. Please, please, please make sure that your account ain't just an email, an easy ass password you've been using since you was on Black Planet. Because if that is the case, and you are in search of getting that fix before you pass out at night, and you
that
are
wrist
looking up
fix?
different, yeah, little
little kung fu grip.
yeah. I say all that to say, please, people, 2-factor authentication on your Discord accounts, please, because every time one of you all randomly starts spamming all the Discord channels with free nudes, join this Discord. Like, we know what you was looking at. You clicked something, you was trying to get some, and now it messed everybody else's up because now everybody else's phone is getting spammed with notifications when they might be watching movies or hanging with friends or out drinking or socializing, and now they friends and them just got to see notification about them trying to get free nudes, and they don't even know what the hell this is. So please, people, protect your accounts, not just Discord, but just in general, because these things end up snitching on you, and then I get to just, unfortunately or fortunately for our live audience and audiophile listenership, I got to clown you, and I'm not gonna feel bad about it because I done told you now. Just make sure your accounts are safe, and if you are going to look up these things, don't bring your Discords into it. Just hit that incognito button and search to your heart's content. Just don't bring it to the Discord because I'm gonna air you out. I don't care if you've been a fan of ours for years. I don't care if y'all done gifted us some crap, a book, a game, a movie. I don't care. You gonna get aired the fuck out. We don't need to know what you doing, and we don't need Discord to snitch on you because we are all going to point, laugh, and ridicule. So please, people, 2-factor authentication. 2-factor authentication.
Yeah, I was about to say, Devontae was also just pointing out, like, because we actually talked about this, I think, a week ago, or maybe the week before, whatever. Dose Bill, his shit had been hit.
Yeah.
I don't know about
in there for the dope spill one. I was right there with him.
Look, let me tell you something. For me personally, this is just my own. This is not Blerd Without Fear talking to you. This is Ernie talking to you. I don't want to have to here. I want to treat it like this. I want to treat 2-factor authentication like mask mandates. It's not a thing you have to do. Like, no one's actually going to beat your ass if you don't show up wearing a mask.
Mm-hmm.
But it is highly advised that you do. have that two-factor authentication. I don't want to, and you know what? I might end up doing this. Actually, I might end up doing this because it's happened enough times. What I will probably wind up doing is making it where the only way you can join the Discord is for you to have two-factor authentication. Because I think I have it mandatory for anyone who's a mod.
Yeah.
But which is why, under normal circumstances, usually, unless it's someone who became a mod like after I did it.
Yeah.
Or not a mod after, but like a mod before I set it up that way. But by and large, I don't want to have to force that, but I'm kind of getting to the point where I might just make it where if you don't have two-factor authentication, you can't join. And it sucks, but honestly, it's not just for your protection, it's for everyone else's protection as well, because for one, I don't like seeing a bunch of random porn links just show up in my Discord, like pinging like all day, every day. And not only that, it's just not a good look. It's just not a good look, and I would imagine pretty fucking embarrassing for the people who it happens to. So yeah, I don't know. You know what? You guys let me know. Because a lot of y'all that are in Blurco, you guys tell me, like, you know.
I said it in the Discord. We know what you was doing. You cheat. And you don't want to pay for these women's OnlyFans, so you be joining them Discords with them other freaky motherfuckers where one dude will buy the account and then just put all of this person's content in the Discord.
Like we password sharing OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's what you freaks is doing out here. And then because you ain't got that authentication, your ass get got and you get clowned by everybody. But Sir Yuri G just hit the nail on the head. So in this instance, I'm gonna use Miss Dalzell K, newly promoted Dalzell K Williams, as an example. What if she is taking a picture with her significant other, just trying to take a selfie real quick, and in the process of the selfie, the notification pop up, free nudes, join this Discord. She gonna have to slap the shit out of her man just on principle. He don't know where it came from. He don't know who in that Discord was trying to get free OnlyFans content. Take your goofy asses on Reddit like Kanye told you 2 years ago. Freaks.
Look,
so Ernie.
Yes.
What are you going to talk about?
Man, I want to talk about a lot of stuff, but you know what I am going to do while we talk? I am going to turn on two-factor for everybody. I'm gonna do it while we talk.
Like, that's crazy when you think about it. Like Miss Williams just wanted to take a picture with her man. He just wanted to take the photo. Now he got to get hit for no damn reason. She got to do it. She can't not hit him, and he can't not swipe up real quick before the shit gets seen. It's just bad all around. So people, protect your accounts so that you cannot be clowned.
Yes,
that's all.
It's it seems like such a small thing, and it probably sounds like, man, dude, why y'all care so much? But like, I mean, you would be amazed. You would be amazed at some of the foolishness, the foolishness that we have encountered as a result of some of this shit. So. Yeah, I am going to, I'm going to make it a thing where, like, you have to, I'm going to make it where you're going to have two-factor, cause it's better for everybody. It's better for everybody if that is the case. And, here's what we're ultimately gonna wind up doing here. What we're gonna do, while I mess with all that, we're gonna take a look at some interesting news. But before we do that, we actually do have a couple of things, that I would like to address before we do. We got our boy Ivantre out here, 30 months. In the diamond mine out here. Says this is a call to all Henshin heroes in San Antonio. More Phenomenal Expo is in August, featuring Z Ranger, Pink actress Reiko Chiba. God, dude. So wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute now, because I'm reading this for the first time, so yeah, y'all have to bear with me. I just want y'all to know. First off, there are very few Pink Rangers in Super Sentai that are just absolutely automatically goated. This one of them. So if you were like and if you don't know what we're talking about with Zero Ranger, if you're one of those people you just don't fuck with Super Sentai like that, but you know what Power Rangers is. So we're talking about the Japanese actress for the Pink Ranger that was actually in the suits. Or actually, I don't know if Reiko's one that was actually the suit actress or if she was the one. You have to look that part up. The point of the matter is, the Japanese actress for Zero Ranger is going to be there. So yeah, and more details, visit the shameless plug in the Discord. So yeah, there you go. Make sure y'all go check that out because that is actually pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah. And since you all said that, this is just for everybody that lives in California right now, in downtown Los Angeles, because I just found out about this yesterday. I do not know how long this thing was going on, but I know today is the last day. There is a Square Enix pop-up shop in Little Tokyo, downtown LA. They have several things in there. Those Final Fantasy VII Remake, Rebirth, whatever it is, Play Arts figures. They have plushes. They have these giant ass like Sephiroth things. They have the OSTs and vinyl. They have art books. They have keychains. They have all kind of crap. This is not a plug. It's just some shit I found out yesterday. I was on my lunch break and saw a long line of people and just got nosy. And then I found out there was a Square Enix pop-up shop. So if y'all got like $200-$300 to spend on a cloud that's gonna be on your shelf collecting dust, if you are in Cali, just an FYI. Just FYI.
I ain't mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I am gonna say members of service. You know what?
Do it
yeah. Well, no, this part I'm doing right now, and yeah, I'm just gonna go. This is gonna be this is probably gonna be a pain in the ass to some, but I am gonna make it where you also have to have a verified phone number on your account. That was just something I was kind of messing with as we were going through that. But yeah, go check that out. We also got we got X-Triv out here. Man, 44 months in the silver mine out here. Says, can we declare Kung Fu Kenny the winner yet?
No, we cannot. And that sounds like it smells like a whole lot of bias that's coming through that goddamn message. Because as far as I am concerned, because I'm one of those people that I can enjoy two things and don't have to be so one-sided about shit. I think both of them are doing their thing. The 616 in LA that came out, I believe the day before yesterday, that one was all right. This Family Matters one from Drake was fire. And the response that Kendrick did in 12 seconds after Family Matters came out was fire too. So, you know what's funny about this whole thing? It seemed like it was just competitive at first, like two people like you and me playing like Street Fighter or some shit. But then in the process, some words was said between you and I, and it went from Street Fighter to we need to go outside.
Yeah, it's like, do we need to talk? We need to go outside. Yeah. But no, I personally, I don't rock with Drake. So I mean, yeah, I fully.
We cannot say no. We're not doing that bullshit in here. Devontre. J. Cole did not win. I don't want to hear another goddamn word about J. Cole ever again. There is no big three. You know who the big three actually is? If we gonna use the big three, we're gonna say Kendrick, we're gonna say Drake, we're gonna say Tyler, their creator. Get Jermaine the fuck out of here.
I mean, to be fair though, I would be willing to declare J. Cole the winner just off the strength of the fact that he said, yeah, y'all ain't about to drag me into this. He's like, look, J. Cole was like, look, he's like the sheer level of I don't want no problems that J. Cole, like the I don't want no problems energy that J. Cole has about this whole situation just lets me know that betwixt the three of them, he is the mature adult. It is like, all right, look, I ain't got time for this. Look, I got shit to do. I got an album. I got an album to fuck with. I can't. Look. Not to mention, becoming a part of a rap beef is, to me, it is equivalent to being a part of a court trial.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't know what I mean when I say that's because if you've ever been in a court trial or you have ever you witnessed one or you been in some way, shape, form, or fashion aware of one, there's this little thing called discovery. And rap beefs have something very similar. And it's not so much in the sense that, oh, well, both sides have to share all their information, lay all their cards on the table, and you might learn some shit about one or the other. No. It's not so much a voluntary discovery. This is more of an involuntary discovery because between these two, it's kind of messed up because like you start hearing stuff about the other rapper that is kind of, it's like, oh man, I don't know, man.
Okay,
I don't know if he should have gone there, man.
Mr. Overdose 101 just said the big three is Sexy Red, Suki Hana, and Kia. You are fortunately only going in the hole for 24 hours. If I had my way, I'd permanently. We gotta get you up out of here. We gotta get you up out of here. We gotta get you up out of here. We gotta get you up out of here.
I mean, hey, look, man, don't do that. Don't do that.
Somebody said J. Cole took the Vinland Saga season 2 route. What does that mean? You're the anime. You're the Vinland Saga. What does that mean?
Wait a minute. I ain't that deep off of the Vinland Saga, but so funny story. I have not gone too deep into Vinland Saga because it's something I knew my wife would be interested in. So I was waiting for a moment when we had less shit to watch so we could watch it together. And oddly enough, we literally just started watching it together last night.
Okay. What you thinking?
Oh, I love it. It's this basically like some, like if you took the politicization out of Game of Thrones and focused more on the people in Game of Thrones, like on the lower level, like the people who are actually going out and fighting the battles, that's basically what Vinland Saga is. It's a like in all that entails without like spoiling it for anybody, but like if you've ever watched Game of Thrones, there's a lot of shit that happens in that anime, that manga, that kind of smacks of that. It was actually one of the first things, like I think we weren't even 5 episodes deep, and my wife literally, like Cynthia's turn, looked at me, she was like, this is some, like, damn, they just Game of Thrones the fuck out of these folks. I was like, they kind of did. But that said, it is like I said, it's one of those things that we like. It would be like this. It would be no different if someone said, "Hey, Blerd, you want to get in a comic book beef between you and no, if you want to get a comic book beef between like yourself and Rob and Dope," and I would be like, well, for one, I don't have any beef with any of them, but also for two, no. I would be like, I'm good. Like whatever, like, because people have like dragged my name into conversations when they're like criticizing either Dope or Rob, and I've showed some of these to Carter, and my response is usually just like, I appreciate the support and I move on with my day. Like I don't address what they said. I don't like, it's just like, thank you for putting some respect to my name. But yeah, like what was it? The thing when people are on Rob's video about the whole Hydra Cap situation in Uncanny Avengers, I went through and liked the comments and I replied to them, but I didn't like say anything negative about Rob. So, because a lot of the comments were saying negative shit about Rob. But no, That said, we got Gokon Sure His Baby's Father out here with the $5 says, watching your House of X, I want to see a story where Scott Team being raised being raised by Magneto and for the DoorDash driver that took my food. F you. Oh man, who took first off, this is why I don't fuck with I don't fuck with those food delivery services anymore.
Yeah, that's why I stopped.
Yeah, no, them motherfuckers stay thieving. They stay thieving, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. We also got Happy Free Comic Book Day. Pick up your books. $2 super chat from the Space Cowboy. So funny story. I haven't been out of the house yet. And that is because I didn't wake up. So this show for me starts at 12 p.m. Central Standard. I did not wake up until 11. So yeah. I could have gotten up and gone, but I know me. If I go to the shop, I'm gonna bump into somebody, I'm gonna talk, and then I would be late to the show. So
are you planning on actually trying to go to a shop today, or
I
you
might.
just got things to do since you and this fucking
yeah, go ahead, say it.
I'd rather take another sip. Can we get to the stories, please? I'm not saying that. I'm not. I wish I knew the individual that put this idea in your fucking head so I could throw this crown in their eyes.
Your boy. It's your boy.
Who was that? Who?
Smoking and Grilling with AB. You started this. Smoking and Grilling with AB is who taught me
that would be some that's some M. Night Shyamalan of a goddamn twist. That's some horror movie.
look, wait, you know it's gonna be like, you know, with Vince like they're doing like the whole like we're gonna finally reveal who the higher power is in the Ministry of Darkness, and you pull a mask off and it's Smoking and Grilling with AB, and he's like, "It's me, Austin. It was me all along, Austin." Like it's gonna be some of that shit.
always watch that clip if I need a laugh, just because it's me, Austin, and then just JR. Oh, son of a bitch! Like that gets me every time, bro. I crack up.
I love it.
Oh man.
But yeah, no, I was smoking and grilling with AB. He was like, I was like, man, I can do this. I can do this. So yeah, later today, so that's another thing. So while I am also trying to troubleshoot my graphics card situation, because apparently my graphics card is doing some weird shit. Either like I was telling this to Carter, either Nvidia put out a bunk ass fucking Nvidia update, or my graphics card is shitting the bed. It's one of the two, and I'm not sure which it is. But yeah, basically, like I have to deal with that late. Actually, that's probably gonna be a later tonight problem. When we get done with this, might go take Cersei to the comic shop so she can get some stuff, and then we gotta come back and I gotta spatchcock the chicken.
Well, so since you talked about taking somebody to Free Comic Book Day, we got a 5 here from LP3 saying, "Happy Saturday, Cave. During my Free Comic Book Day shopping, I picked up Alan Moore's Swamp Thing, or as he would also like to be known, the original creator." I just like calling him that now. Ever since I saw that shit in Miracle Man, I just call Alan Moore the original creator on everything. But when it comes to Alan Moore's Swamp Thing, would you say that's the best run of Swamp Thing?
Man, I would be inclined to agree. There's only one run I like as much as that.
Mm-hmm.
And it is the was it New 52? Was it New 52? Okay. New 52 Swamp Thing? I can't remember.
Which part? Because I have my Swamp Thing experience is when I say which part, you talking about in its entirety, or are you more so talking about the Scott Snyder stuff, or are you talking about the Charles Soule, since Charles Soule pretty much...
I like most of it, honestly. Okay. There's very little of it I don't like. Like, it gets a little weird. Like, don't get me wrong. It's Swamp Thing. It's going to get weird in some spots. But I feel like, for the most part, it's not like a perfect run. But, like, compared to everything else that came out of New 52, Swamp Thing might as well be goddamn Masterpiece Theater. Sorry. No shade on anybody else. Like I said, there were a lot of other good books in New 52, but out of 52 books, with only like 5 or 6 of them hoes is really hitting. That ain't a good look. That's not a good look. You need to at least be batting like 500 at least. What was that?
I was deciding between that and Jeff Lemire. So the only Jeff Lemire Swamp Thing I've read was Green Hell from Black Label, and those 3 issues were really good.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But my experience with Swamp Thing was the Scott Snyder stuff, a little bit of the Charles Soule stuff, Green Hell, and the old movies. I have not read Ram V's Swamp Thing because his Venom put a bad taste in my mouth, so I don't want to read anything else from Ram V. But it might be good. I might be incorrect in assuming, but different story for a different time.
I won't go too terribly deep off into it, but I will say Ram V is a writer who, do I like everything that Ram V has done? No. But I like more of his work than I don't. Okay. And that's pretty much kind of where, because I will say this, one thing I know for a fact he wrote that I believe you liked, because you liked that was it Aquaman Andromeda? I believe he wrote that.
Yeah.
So it's I mean, like I said, the guy's got he's got, and also, well, I know I think you said you didn't care much for this. His Carnage I thought was really good.
So it wasn't that I didn't care for his Carnage. I just don't care for Carnage.
Well, there's that. Yeah, there's also that. But yeah. And I'll also go as far as to say that, like, while I'm not like super duper well read on like everything that Ram V's ever written, because I'll be honest with you, Ram V is not one of those people who only writes for like one imprint. Ram V writes for everybody. Ram V is like, nah, everybody can get a story from me. Don't even play. Everybody catching a story. But no, like I think because I want to be, I think he actually might have slick written some detective comics stuff as well. I like I said, it's tough to say.
That's what he's doing right now.
Right now, okay, that's what. Okay,
and everybody's talking about how that shit is just a different breed. I'm gonna tell you something real quick so we can get into our stories finally.
Yeah, go ahead, shoot.
Something else that's a different breed was that goddamn Space Ghost.
What I tell you.
What I tell you.
What I tell you. What I tell you. What I tell you. What I tell you. It's
so funny because to go from that, and then I said, hold on, let me go back real quick. And then I picked up that Punisher, and I'm just like, no, this is like night and day. This Space Ghost is fire.
Well, I can tell you what probably happened. I think I can tell you what probably happened with Punisher. I don't even blame David for what went down with Punisher, because a lot of times when you like, so like, not to say that I have any inside baseball on this, because I don't. But like, I am under the impression that David writing Space Ghost is him 100%. I felt like him writing Punisher was not necessarily not him writing 100%, but writing under a very strict mandate. And what I mean by that is because, one of the criticisms I had of his Punisher was that I was like, and once again, I don't think it was his choice. I'm pretty sure Marvel's like, no, has to be a new Punisher. But my only real criticism of his Punisher was that I was like, well, this is basically just Frank Castle. Just a rose by another name, basically, type of situation. It was one of those things where it was like, honestly, it was an unenviable position to be in to write a character. Because I will also say, if you haven't read his Moon Knight City of the Dead, it's really good, and it fits in with the Jed MacKay Moon Knight stuff. So like, it's not like this is separate. No, this is it's in the same thing. It's like it's all like you're in the same lane. But yeah. That is what you see.
Instead of throwing people in the pit, can we force folks to read Hickman's Gods twice?
Bruh, that would be, I'm not gonna lie, dude. that is a fate worse. Like, I'd be like, nah, man, just kill me. Kill me.
So we got the COBY here, Blerd Club Silver for 35 months saying Space Ghost for a live action. I can see it already. So I won't say that because this is only the first issue. Let's see what else happens, because the appetizer could be good, but then when you get the actual food and plate in front of you, that shrimp might be cold. So let's wait. Let's get that first issue effect out of our systems, and let's see what else is gonna happen. All I know is this is Space Ghost, and his fades ran coast to coast on bracket.
Oh yeah. No, that was. Let me tell you something. That was the only thing that was coast to coast about that Space Ghost. It was how he was putting hands on folks' cheeks, because that man was like. Dude, he was a whole problem. He was a whole, and then Jan out here with the blicky. Lord have mercy. Look, she had to burn her, and she was letting everybody have it. But no, like I said, if you haven't checked out the video, Space Ghost #1, it's up. I highly advise it. It's a fantastic and fun book. Not to mention having actually had the chance to sit down and talk with David, and kind of get a little bit of what he's trying to do, like straight from the writer's mouth. I really appreciate what he's trying to do with this, because and I actually advise, if you haven't done so, go check out that interview I did with him. You can tell he is very passionate about what he's doing with this. Like, he is like, it's not like I'm doing this for a check. It's like, nah, he's passionate. Like, and I would say passionate about a lot of other stuff that he does too. Just having spoken to him about some other stuff to the side. But yeah, no, I legitimately believe that what you are getting is like just pure unadulterated love of the game from David Pepose on Space Ghost. So yeah, if you haven't done so already, please go check it out. I know there's some people who prefer Space Ghost when he's funny. I'm sorry, ain't nothing funny about this shit. This shit is serious.
I think a lot of you all only know him as funny. I think that's another issue here, is you all didn't know who the fuck Space Ghost was, except when you was up, when you weren't supposed to be up because your ass knew you had school in the morning, but you was up anyway and just saw cartoons because all the other good cartoons was off, so you just saw that Adult Swim was going on. But this is really Space Ghost from Dynamite was really. This was a really good #1 issue. This was really good.
100%, 110 million%, honestly. Let's, like you say, we're gonna get into our thing. Let's get into our main thing. Carter.
Yes.
Man, Raphael, man, what is he doing, man? What is your boy doing, man? What's going on with him, man? Is he okay? Is he okay?
I think he's fine. I think this is a Rorschach situation where y'all are in here with me. When you sent me this story that we're going to be talking about, if you all couldn't realize, we're going to be talking about some Ninja Turtles right now. But just the shot that you sent me, I started thinking about when Hancock went to jail.
See,
you know these fellas for the catch.
So
big time.
So I'm gonna tell you what it made. I'm gonna tell you what it made me think of.
Okay.
Did you ever read that Punisher? That Punisher story arc where he went to jail?
I can't remember that off the top of my head. No.
So this actually happened a couple of times, actually. If I'm being brutally honest, it's happened more than a few times. If truly, it actually happened in a run of Daredevil. It happened multiple times in his own comic, but there were times where like the Punisher would go to jail, and it wasn't because like, oh, he fucked up, or oh man, he got caught. The police got a hold of him. He messed around and got sloppy, left some evidence behind. Folks traced him down.
Wait. Are you talking about the Rosenberg Punisher?
any of no. I'm talking about just period.
Okay.
Like this
Just-
is because
okay.
so the basically what the trip was is that he intentionally got himself caught
Okay.
because that's where all the criminals are.
Yeah, that's what. Okay.
And that's why your boy, he getting ready to do the bid. My man is out here. Raphael is headed to the pokey.
You remember that Devil May Cry reboot, like that first image that came out with Dante?
Yeah. He's like, look, man, I'll do a bid. He's like, I don't care. I don't care. I'll do it. I'll do time. But no, now to be fair, this is actually an image from this is actually the cover of Sophie Campbell's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 141.
Was fire though.
Oh no, this is the best cover.
Yeah, I like that cover.
This is the best cover because Raphael legit does get thrown in the bullpen. That issue. He legit, like, that ain't like he might go to jail. Like, yeah, covers, they lie. And they'll be like, oh, yeah, no, man, you see, we're going to put him in jail behind bars. He ain't really in jail, though. He's only in a prison in his mind kind of situation. Like, no. That motherfucker is in jail. Because when we get to Jason Aaron's, and by the way, yes, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, when it relaunches at number 1 under Jason Aaron, I believe this is going to be the first issue, is going to be the Raphael-focused issue. I don't think that it's going to all be in black and white as it is here. I think this is just like the preview, but if it is in black and white, I am perfectly fine.
That would be so hard. Like, looking at this shot, I was literally about to say, if it's all just pencils like this, just black and white,
Duh.
this would be fire. You hear me? do that fucking TMNT black, white, and blood if you want to. Like, this is fire.
Oh no, this is straight up.
I want this. I would buy. Ooh, fingers crossed. When this does get released in trades and hardcovers, please God, give me a director's cut that is just black and white, just pencils.
Oh yeah, no, I would
buy that
get it
bitch
just
in a
for
heartbeat, just off of this shot alone. I would buy that.
Dude,
I would
I'm here
absolutely buy
for
it.
it.
I would be one of the first motherfuckers on that Kickstarter. You hear me?
Oh yeah. Oh no. This right here, like, it also, what I love about this is, they kind of already given, they already kind of slick giving the game away. First off, y'all ain't shit. I just want to put this out here. Y'all ain't shit. Was Zylo said Raphael do Dirt Johnson. Said Raph already looking like he going to do some shit.
When I put this tray down,
Oh yeah.
pain.
Right? Wait. Said Raphael on Rikers.
And then Dalzell K. Williams saying that Raph's birthday is tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
I got to break at least 3 of you all's legs for my B-Day tomorrow. Like,
oh damn.
dog.
That man said, look. He's like,
Inmate 0612 is at it again.
that right? Wait a minute.
He finna try to hold them forks like he hold his size.
Look, he'll be like, dude, can you imagine how nasty it'd be, him like just shivving a motherfucker with some kitchenware?
No. I'm gonna tell you what the nasty right now. Raphael being in Emerald City, you are nasty for that T5 the Great. You are nasty for that.
Wait a minute. You know what? I would holler if he came out with the bandana, but instead of it being on his eyes, he's got it like tilted on the side of his head, like he had a beezy. He said, "Rap about to make this the new Oz." He gonna get mistaken for a blood. It could be like, "Hey man, you check in."
So I want to, you know what? Because I need to get away from you right now with Adabisi Raph right now. Something that Jason Aaron said about how he is starting things off. He's saying that when this new series begins, the Turtles have gone their separate ways and ended up in some surprising places. So that's number one off rip, that they on the outs right now.
Yeah. That is actually kind of it's kind of surprising, kind of not. And I'll let you finish, and I'll tell you why.
So it's just the whole thing of he's also saying what we've been discussing, that Raph is the one mutant inmate in a prison full of killers.
Yes.
So, dog.
I mean, look,
it almost sounds like I can't hurt my brothers because they're my brothers. So all you niggas finna catch you.
Oh yeah, all y'all, everybody in here is about to catch hands. Now, the reason why I say that it's kind of surprising is this. It's because when we last see all the turtles together and it's at the end of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 150.
Yeah.
This is our last shot of the turtles together. Now, based on some things, and for those that are curious as to why there are 5 motherfuckers there instead of just 4, it's because one of those 5 is Jenica. You got Casey Jones up top, you got April out there on the right, and in the middle, the little albino girl is Lita, who was a mutant turtle, but she got demutagized, I think in the previous issue, like I think it was like either Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 148 or 149. But she was like an albino turtle, ninja turtle. So so there was that. But yeah, like everybody is happy, everybody's like, they're all hugged up. This is literally the last shot, give or take, of them together. But the reason why I think and once again, because this is not a reboot. This is none of this is a reboot. This has been stated a lot.
More like a flash forward kind of deal or something like that.
Yes, this is like the all the stuff that you could possibly do with the previous run has been put to bed. But it's not to say that those things didn't happen. Those things still happened. One of the things that came up in that run before it ended was that the turtles have this kind of a thing, like it's this just cosmic ability to drag people into their orbit. Like no matter who they are, no matter where they come from, people get drawn into their orbit, like some type of like this cosmic gravity that surrounds them. And the only way for them to kind of like keep that from like dragging people into their chaos is to just kind of be separate of one another. And that was kind of one of the things that that came up in that series, was that towards the end, that's what Donatello was trying to fix, was he was trying to go back in time because the turtles did drift apart. And Jason Aaron is basically playing on that because in that run, Leonardo went off to go train other people. Raphael did what Raphael does and kind of goes off and just, fights, crime by himself. Donatello got sucked up into his, inventions and gadgets. And more specifically, he was learning magic and just got completely off the deep end in that. And then Michelangelo went on to become a celebrity. Like that was kind of like what happened. I feel like Jason Aaron is kind of like that's why I keep saying like it's not a reboot. I feel like he is bringing some of that stuff from that run and just playing into it even more. Is kind of what I feel like is going on there.
Okay, so real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. Shoot.
Okay, first thing I see, they couldn't send him to a mutant prison with an eye roll emoji. I wouldn't care if Raph got sent to a mutant prison. This shot right here, I care more about this because I know these dudes are about to just enter a world of just pain.
Oh no! Look at that right there. Look
like,
at that man.
Dog, I wouldn't care as much if those were mutants behind him as I care that it's a bunch of regular Joes that think that they really gonna do anything to one of the most dangerous turtles on the squad. That's number one. Yeah. Number two, come on. How many more times we got to see the turtles split up? Were they always split up in Sophie Campbell's turtle run?
No.
Okay.
They were together. Okay, so here's the thing: when the series as a whole started,
Yeah.
Raphael was separated from the other turtles, but that was it. Like, he didn't. So basically, in the IDW run, Raphael, he grows up. And I mean, not to say it took like 5 ever. He just started out because this is where you get into a little bit of the weird shit about that run. So because of the nature, for those that don't know, the origin of the turtles in the IDW universe is that they are reincarnated souls.
Yeah.
So the age, so when the turtles get mutated, they're not the same. They're not like babies. It's not like if you watch like the original Ninja Turtles movie or even like the original Mirage Comics Turtles run or like TMNT Mutant Mayhem. It's not like one of those deals like, oh, they're baby turtles and they have to grow up physically. They're already socially the same age as they were when they died in feudal Japan. Okay. So it's not to say that Raphael grew up separate from them, but when he was mutated, he wasn't with them. Like he got old Hob was the reason behind that. But that said, the turtles have been together. Like they had a little bit of a split like throughout the series. Like there was a point where Michelangelo didn't want to have anything to do with them. And then he eventually came back. Raphael was off doing his own thing. He came back. Donatello, towards the end, went off and did his own thing. He came back. Leonardo. At some point, they all went a different direction.
Was this all under Sophie Campbell?
No, not at all.
No, what I'm referencing with you. Did she? Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about like when they split up, period.
Yeah. When Sophie Campbell was writing it, was the majority of her run with the turtle split?
No, they were together.
Okay.
They were all hanging out together. Right. I think there was only like maybe a handful. Like it was only towards the end where Donatello split from the group. Okay. So,
all right. So another thing.
Yeah.
Soon as a dude starts writing this book, speaking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the book gotta go edgy and dark. Was Sophie Campbell's run ever like kind of dark and edgy or anything like that?
Yeah, it was actually. Well, because here's the thing. So with Sophie Campbell's run, the way she did it, I will say this, compared to the things that had come before, it probably seemed like it was a little more like upbeat, but I mean, it dealt with a lot of like dark subject matter. It dealt with mutants who were initially human, were turned mutant thanks to Hob, and like their families rejecting them, which was like, that was some dark shit. And then the stuff with like the way they introduced Venus de Milo, who in IDW is just Venus, but like the way they introduce her as like a person who was a normal human who got mutated into one of the punk frogs and then got like caught slipping and was basically thrown into a Repo the Genetic Opera situation. Was getting chopped up and shit.
Very specific.
Yeah, like, well, I mean, it was just like because like she basically got caught by this doctor and like she got hacked up and turned. She basically got hacked up and turned from a mutant frog into a mutant turtle, and it was fucked up. Like it was like, I mean, yeah, it was a lot of laughing and fun and games. For the most part, and the stuff going on like around that situation. But like, yeah, it wasn't like, oh, hey, this is all happy sunshine and rainbows. It was, the thing is I think the thing that lost a lot of people, some people want to say that like, oh, Sophie Campbell's run was, it was milquetoast because it got political, or she was self-inserting herself into all the characters. And I was like, I don't think that was the problem. I will say her run was more political in the sense that she addressed the natural progression of a bunch of people who were once humans suddenly being turned into animals. Yeah, into mutant animals. Like if she ignored that and didn't get political with it, it wouldn't have made any sense.
Gotcha.
Like you had to have Mutant Town.
Okay. And Ebony Leopard is in the chat saying that they are so glad to finally hear someone talk about this series. It's been 150 issues of great characterization for the turtles and their mythos. And with what we are hearing and seeing with this new run with Jason Aaron, seems like it ain't got nowhere to go but up.
I mean, it's true though. I mean, it's like, and right here, yeah, they like Ebony Leopard just said the doctor was mutilating people.
Yeah.
And also just there is the stuff where Mona Lisa's family completely rejected her when they discovered that she was a mutant. Not only that, but you also can't discount the fact that everybody was kind of going through some shit. You also think about they were still dealing with the death of Splinter at that point. So you can't just
when you say everybody was going through shit, it wasn't just the fucking turtles. Everyone was going through shit. Casey was going through it. Hell, old Hob was going through it.
Right?
Everybody was going through it in that run.
Oh, look, old Hob. Well, let me tell you something. Old Hob went from being like a stock standard villain to becoming a complex villain to becoming a Magneto to becoming a borderline sympathetic character.
That whole all of the Mutant Town stuff, when it came to old Hob, it was literally, I bet I can do y'all job better than you. And then he got that crown and he realized how fucking heavy it was.
He was like, ooh, shit, my neck. He's like, oh man, dude, ooh.
Good
Like,
man.
yeah, no, also it was talking about self-governance. It was talking about how, despite the fact that these were actual people who had done nothing wrong, they were being basically put, like, I mean, you can say what you will, but, and I know some people, I don't want to go too terribly deep off this because if I do, I'll never come back. But Mutant Town was, for all intents and purposes, an open air prison. It was an open air prison. So, take that how you want to. What I will say, though, is that we are going to address, because we do also have some super chats from Go Concher's baby's father out here.
Yep.
Says, you seen that Simpson episode when Mike Tyson was in jail and he told everybody to shut up?
Yes. I crack up at that scene every time.
Yes.
Let me break it down for you all real quick. The Simpsons had Mike Tyson on there, but of course they couldn't name him Mike Tyson, so his name was Dredrick Tatum.
Woo!
He was in prison. There is a prison riot going on. People are fighting. You hear alarms. You hear horns. There is a bed literally on fire. You got this side of the prison on fire. All this noise and chaos. Dredrick Tatum literally looks over and says, hey, y'all, shut up. The alarm stopped. The fighting stopped. The police stopped crying for help. The flames stopped. Everybody backed the fuck off. Sorry, champ. And went back in their cell.
We don't want no problems, okay? We don't want no we don't want no problems. We also got another 5 from him joining the Bloods, bet money he set tripping on his brothers. Leo wears the blue rag all the time.
Oh, I found it. Okay. I'm gonna send it to you because it's only 15 seconds. It's only 15 seconds.
Yeah, let's see what you got.
If Raph could do this to motherfuckers in jail, bro.
Let me tell you something. It would be. Oh my god! Here, let me. I'm gonna pull this up, and we're gonna take a. I'm gonna pull this over here, so we can.
Yes, he was basically Mike Tyson was fighting Homer Simpson because it looked like Homer Simpson could take a punch. As soon as the bell rang, the first lick, Homer was out.
Oh, let me move this out of the way so we'll be able to.
Oh, this is about to be Raph. And lock up.
Let's see here. Everybody should be able to hear it, but
Hey guys, come on, shut up.
Sorry, champ. It was Jerry.
It was Jim. He said it was Jerry. He said it was Jerry. He was like, look, I ain't trying to snitch, but I'm a snitch. These fools. These fools. That man said it was Jerry. That man put him on blast.
Just so we can get out some more information.
Yeah. Go ahead, shoot.
Well, before we actually do that, let's just read this last super chat. This is from Pop Culture Guy 3. with the 4.99, saying, "How do you think Old Hob could be done in the new cartoon continuity? Some sort of mutagen discharge from the kaiju Superfly. Maybe a mutagen kink off? You freak.
knockoff.
Knockoff. I am so sorry, pop culture guys.
Well, so honestly, and I saw somebody else say this in the chat earlier, that they should actually do the IDW run as an animated series. Personally, I don't know how they haven't yet. I don't know why they haven't yet, because that would be a license to print money.
Mm-hmm.
And I say this all the time. Now. I wish that America had the same animation. Well, no, let me take that back. Not the same animation infrastructure as Japan, but one similar to it. And I say that because the anime industry is problematic as fuck from a business standpoint, how it is run. But like, if we had something that was like a far more fair version of it here in the States, I would love for IDW to have an animated series for this, because I'm telling you right now, for a lot of people who I know who are fans of the Ninja Turtles, I see it all the time. People say, "Oh man, I wish they did something cool with the Turtles, man. Do something different, man. They always do the same thing over and over again." Let me tell you something. That IDW run, that shows something different, because it is. Is that
you could
good?
very easily have your cake and eat it too. If you're somebody that wants to be like, well, we don't really want to do that. We're kind of taking a big chance with this last Ronin that we're doing, and we don't really want to lose the kid audience we have with Nickelodeon, things like that. I really feel like you could still have your Nickelodeon, but you could also have your Adult Swim. You could very easily have that. Hell, you could make it an exclusive to one of your damn apps, to where the kids can still have access to Nickelodeon and won't accidentally change the channel and see Raph decapitating somebody because it's on a streaming platform. You can very easily do it like that, man. And then that's more money coming into your streaming platform, because they're going to be word of mouth and everyone hears about it. And Paris Yule just said in the chat, just looking at X-Men 97, how people are responding well to that, whether it's good drama or it's bad drama. You know what I mean? So
they ain't no bad drama right now.
You could very well, just point being, if you see the response to X-Men 97 and with some of the adult themes and stuff that they're doing with that, you could very easily do that with this IDW run. So and you still got your Nickelodeon cartoons. You still got Ice Cube being Superfly in the motion pictures, and you just got this thing over here. Like I think that's very easy.
You can still get your No Diggity. You can still get your No Diggity.
Like, you saying that, just more so like it's wild to me. But it's the same thing with a lot of people that are wrestling fans. You and everybody else in the chat that constantly talks about it in the Discord, where I don't understand how WWE hasn't done like an anime or something, especially when anime stuff was huge. That would have been something that would really print money. A Roman Reigns bloodline anime, him coming out like something like that. That would have been something that would have been outrageous. And the Elite X1 just put it in the chat. You had the Go Joe, you had the G.I. Joe everybody grew up with, and then you had Adult Swim with G.I. Joe Resolute and all that stuff. Just a different thing. So
here's and I saw YTube Noob brought this up, and this is actually relevant because of what we were just talking about. But I said, Blerd, how much money would it cost for companies to make shows for each comic? In Japan, the animation studios are separate from the publishers. That's true. So here's the thing. It would require this is what would have to happen. A Marvel or DC or Image or IDW or Boom or Dark Horse and so on and so forth, they would have to, and no different than what they do now, license a property out to a animation studio. In this case, Marvel already has an in-house studio. So they don't even have to license it out to anybody. But I'm just saying, like, and technically so does DC. DC technically has in-house. But like these other, so like your IDWs, your Image Comics, they would have to license them out. But on average, I actually looked this up. On average, it can cost anywhere between $100,000 to $300,000 per episode for production cost. And they say, yeah, they, to put it in perspective, they say that a episode of Naruto Shippuden is estimated to cost over $90,000 an episode. My Hero Academia over in and around $110,000 per episode, and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure $120,000 per episode. But it can change. It can change based on how much or how little the animation is going to cost.
With as many filler arcs as I heard the Naruto Shippuden had, $90,000 an episode. Goodness.
Yeah, 90. And Maverick, I want to look that up. Actually, I want to, because I actually want to look this up. But I will say this: X-Men '97 has an overall production budget of $274.8 million.
An episode?
No, just overall, just total production budget. Total production budget. Gotcha. That is a total production budget. Now, it's funny that you say, we're talking about, so we'll use Naruto as an example, just because it's the one that is just directly in my face. So Naruto, let's see here. It's about 500 episodes. It's 500 episodes of Naruto, as Carter would say, Shippuden. And if you just want to do like the, like I said, we do the quick math on that. That is $45 million grand total for the whole thing. Grand total for the whole thing. How much did Jujutsu Kaisen cost? Okay, now that... Okay, so here's the thing. If we want to... So, Jujutsu Kaisen says each episode is $150K per episode. So yeah, there you go. So yeah, that's a lot. And I think correct me if I'm wrong, y'all, JJK season 2, was it 24 episodes? I feel like it was 24 episodes. I'm looking it up right now. It was 23 episodes. 23 episodes for season 2. So yeah, you're looking at a grand total of $3.45 million dollars for a whole season of Jujutsu Kaisen. So that said, yeah, I think that this is cheaper than a Marvel movie. This is cheaper than a Marvel movie. This is cheaper than a DC movie. It could be done. I think the issue is that neither... I think, honestly, up until recently, the reason why people have not been taking this stuff seriously is because they didn't realize how popular it could be. And X-Men 97, and I would also say Invincible is also responsible for this as well.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
In both Invincible and, and you know what? To a lesser extent, I would even say Harley Quinn. The Harley Quinn animated series, because it was very popular.
Sorry, I forgot that it exists, but that is the best example of an adult cartoon.
I'm just saying. I mean, I think Harley Quinn went 3 or 4 seasons? 3 or 4 seasons, I think, up to this point.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I'm just saying. But no, the thing is, you can do it. It can be done. It can be done. If you're in a situation like a Marvel or a DC, I don't necessarily think so much for like an Image or an IDW, but I would think like, yeah, if IDW wanted to make let's say they did like a 10 episode, let's say they did 10 episodes, and we'll just go on the high end. Let's say they go on the high end. Let's say they go the JJK season 2 route. At 10 episodes, that's 1.5 million right there on the production budget. That's not as huge a risk as and I want to look this up. because
I feel disrespect for you to say 10 because I still have Brian Hill's Blade and that Eve Ewing Black Panther stuck in my head. So I'm gonna ask you respectfully. Can you give 2 more episodes, please?
Okay, you know, I tell you what. You know what? You know what? Let's. Okay, so here we'll say 12 episodes. That's still $1.8 million. Now, once again, I'm playing with house money, so of course I can say that. Say that it's not my money. I don't have any skin in the game. But TMNT Mutant Mayhem cost them $70 million at Paramount to make that movie. They could just as easily, and for I think a reasonable price, I think you still coming in under $2 million. That is good for an animated series. Now, once again, if it has the production quality of a Jujutsu Kaisen or an X-Men 97. Now that said, I don't think that you need to go the X-Men 97 budget route.
Well, shit, I won't even say that. There are people in the chat saying Arcane. No, ma'am.
Oh, no.
That is Riot. Arcane basically cost 4 or 5 Marvel movies.
Oh, yeah, no. Arcane's budget was $90 million.
We ain't got to that point yet.
No, we ain't there yet.
These are Americans. We are talking about that love to be cheap when they can. You can't bring up Arcane. You can't. But
dude, I'm actually thinking about it now, dude. So you know what that means? If X-Men 97's production budget was $270-some million, if we're just taking it just base value, we're just saying it's per episode.
Yeah,
I'm sure a lot of that production budget is voice acting.
Yeah,
but that's like $27.4 million per episode.
Yeah,
that's wild to me.
Just to bring it back to our original story real quick, because there's a point I want to make here because I did see that there were some people that are hoping for whatever reason that this first issue is not gonna look at that. I want an entire run of this. Now,
oh no, and then seeing old boy just get duffed like running down that sewer. He running out. Look, let me tell you something. I know why Raphael's in there. He ain't in there because he don't want to be in there. He in there trying to catch a motherfucker.
So I'm actually happy you said that. So IDW gave out a synopsis for what we're going to read from these Turtles books. And it pretty much just says that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have all left New York to pursue their own interests, but there are forces gathering that will pull them back together, whether the bad guys like it or not. Just like when the bad guys don't like that we are the #1 comic book news media stream in this universe and any other universe. But that's neither here nor there. Okay. Raphael. We're talking about Raphael. Why is everyone's favorite brawler in prison? When a surprise attack behind bars puts Raph's position in jeopardy, he needs to figure out how to get out of jail and warn his brothers that trouble is coming. Now, here's the thing I want people to remember about this, because we talked about this before when the announcement came out that they were redoing the Turtles. They were giving the Turtles a fresh coat of paint with different people.
Right.
Each creator had an issue. So the second issue of this series is going to have art from Raphael Albuquerque. Third issue is going to be Cliff Chang, and Chris Burnham is going to be in issue 4. If you are someone who does not like the amazing black and white art we are seeing from Joel Jones right now,
yes,
you are only going to have it for one issue.
Yeah.
And then we're going to a new artist. And we haven't seen anything from them yet, but who's to say that they're going to be in black and white all the same? Maybe this was just the story that Jason Aaron and Joel Jones wanted to tell, and they felt that this was the best way to get that story across. And from everything that we have seen in these images that Ernie has shown, unfortunately, y'all audiophiles, y'all can't see this right now. That's why I love that y'all are listening to it on your podcast, but get y'all ass on YouTube and watch it so you all can see what we seeing. But
yes,
even if you are someone who don't really vibe with that, you're a Walking Dead Deluxe fan and not a Walking Dead fan, you only got to deal with it for one issue. And who knows, who's to say that when your ass actually does read it, you might not vibe with that art. But what I have had happen several times with several different people, sometimes the writing will be so good,
Oh yeah.
you don't mind the art.
No, you don't. Well, and I would also say too, sorry, that was an unintentional thing on my part, but I will say this much. I will say this much. If for whatever reason you're one of those people who doesn't like the black and white, if it, like I said, once again, I don't know, like we don't know 100% yet if it is. Honestly, I think it's this way just because it's a preview. Sometimes they do stuff like that for those, but I will say, for those that, if that is a concern of yours, I need only draw your attention to what the Ninja Turtles used to look like, and that's this, which was black and white. That's how they started, and honestly, if they went back to it, I don't think it would be a bad thing. I as a guy, and I have a little bit of bias, I have a little bit of personal bias here. I'm perfectly fine with black and white. I actually kind of prefer black and white a lot of times. In the case of some comics, because I feel like, well, don't get me wrong, color is great. Color is great. There's nothing wrong with color. But you can see, and I think I actually talked about this in my video for X-Men number 34. Sometimes I feel like an artist's work gets overshadowed sometimes when it's in color. And that's just my personal take on that. That said, before we jump over onto whatever's next, Pop Culture Guy 3000 with the 49 says, worst moment as an IDW Turtles fan was watching the usually excellent TMNT 2012 run. Excellent TMNT 2012 turn Alopex into unremarkable looking Red Fox Ninja. So yeah, it's I think I might actually have something from that, just to kind of just to kind of put that in perspective.
Pop Culture Guy 3000, it is not weird if you want red to be the only color in that issue. No, it's not weird at all.
No,
It's
not
not
at
weird
all.
at all.
Not at all. I personally, I don't think that is I don't think that's a bad thing.
No, not at all.
I don't think that's a bad thing. So yeah,
You and I were talking about that.
Mhm.
You and I were talking about that in that Werewolf by Night for last Halloween that Marvel did. We talked about that, how we thought that should have been the only thing when anytime Elsa Bloodstone was on the scene.
Right. No, 100%. 110 million percent. But yeah, this is what I think, if I'm remembering correctly, I think, they're talking about this right here. For in
What in the world?
Yeah. That is what I believe they are what they are referencing. But yeah, me personally, I am more of a fan of the IDW Alopex. Just me personally. And here just to pull this up so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Alopex right here, going one-on-one with the Great One. They call him Oroku Saki. The man so nice, he got the man so nice that his name literally says what he does on the tin, Shredder. Ooh, but no, in all seriousness though, I definitely no, I'm not throwing shade at the colors. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to throw shade at the colors. No. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to do that. No, I love our colorist out here. That said, here, let me pull this up because man, we got some people out here gifting over there on the Twitch side. Let's see here, man. We got let's see here. Man, look at that. Man, look at all of them just coming in. Look at that. I gotta actually pull that because I want to see. It doesn't actually. I hate that on here. It doesn't tell me like who did it. But I'm gonna pull it up on here so I can see. So I can give the proper respects. The proper respects out here. Let's see here. Dude, out here. Look at that, man. I think. Wait. Get that out of here.
Uh-oh.
No. It was like it wasn't showing me like it's not showing me who did it, but
okay.
Oh
well,
man, that makes me sad. But yeah, go ahead, carry on, good sir.
I think. Oh my god, I hate that I'm doing this, but we got somebody that's apparently YouTube is telling me we need to celebrate because this is their 10th super chat on a live stream.
Ooh.
Tony Guzman.
Ooh,
with that 1999 telling us that we are amazing. Thank you very much. And
thank you.
we got a hot and ready from Little Caesar from Daryl. He's giving us 5, saying, "Man, I got stuff to do." Writing a Legend of the Five Rings guide.
Yay, do it. I like it. That is a huge story right there. I can tell you that off rip. But yeah, that the thing I showed earlier with the Alopex they use in TMNT, the 2012 series. Yeah, it is a mix of Ninjara and the IDW stuff. It was a weird choice. I feel like either do Ninjara or do Alopex. Like, you got to pick a struggle. But that said, also, Tony, thank you for that. 1999 super chat. We appreciate you, pimp. Thank you. Let's because we've talked about them turtles, but now I kind of want to talk about something that. Yeah, because like I said, we know we got them turtles coming. We know we got them turtles coming. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be great. And if that was just a taste of issue 1, I am terrified to see the next 3 issues because it is going to be fucking amazing. Let's go ahead and just put that out there.
So since we're done talking about the turtles, I guess you want to go ahead and I guess we're gonna talk about my Uncle Charles, y'all.
Hey,
I gotta take a drink on that one. That was nasty for me. I do apologize. I
thought you were gonna do it like it. I thought you were gonna do it like it in the Bone Thug cadence.
I almost did.
Look, Charles there. I'm gonna miss everybody.
I got so much flack for a certain reference I made from a very super young lady when I was reading YouTube comments. It almost came out. But I caught myself.
That man,
but I guess we're gonna be talking about somebody you have been doing several videos on because you want him just out the fucking building.
Oh yeah,
I guess we're gonna be talking about that boy Xavier.
Yeah, so Charles, get out of my head, Charles. Charles Xavier.
Wait. You just reminded me of something saying get out of my head. So I actually had somebody hit me up. I'm not going to shout her out right now because she's going to be embarrassed and she's going to call me out my name and curse me out. But she asked me, so Carter, what did you think about that Deadpool and Wolverine trailer? I said, yeah, it looked cool. The Deadpool movies did what they were supposed to do. The first one was good until you watch the second one. You realize the second one was better than the first one. So I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure Deadpool and Wolverine is gonna be better than Deadpool 2. But what you think about that lady? The lady in there. I said, lady? Yeah, the Cassandra lady. I said, yes, Cassandra Nova. What about her? Well, what you think about how she looked though? Like, you see, she got the bald head. I said, she always had a bald head. Oh, for real? Where did she even come from? And it reminded me how you and I have had discussions about the Marvel film fans that don't read not nan damn book.
Mm-hmm.
They are fans not because of comic books themselves. They are fans because of comic book movies. So,
oh yeah,
thank you for reminding me about that. That was something I was meaning to tell you because that was funny.
Well, no,
Was funny.
I'm gonna tell you. So, like, I actually put a lot of motherfuckers on blast this week because there were so many motherfuckers, so many. Oh my god, it was so sad.
Okay,
It was so sad. It was so sad to see. I hate seeing pimps fuck up.
No. You need to read the chat right now because I know this is really gonna hurt you. Look what and I don't mean to curse you out, but look what Jasmine Ash just put in that chat. Don't you dare bring Charlie Wilson into a Charles Xavier conversation. You know damn well
Lord.
that you are low down for that. I'm getting about sick of you. My name is Charlie. I almost sang it. I caught myself. I gotta take another drink on that.
Charles. Look, if Charles had hair,
I was wondering if I could get in your mind. Put my fingers on my temple. You know I'm about to grind. Like you said. See, just that quick. That's why I hate our fans. I hate that y'all watch us. I hate that y'all love us because y'all know I'm gonna see something. Y'all know I'm gonna see something, and my mind is gonna see.
No, I'm gonna tell you right now, this motherfucker. I bet you if Charles had hair, his shit would be like Bobby Womack. I guarantee you, his shit would be like Bobby Womack. I guess you shouldn't trust me so much. Hey, I'm just saying. Look, I don't make the rules, okay? I don't make the rules. But no. So here's the thing. No, so something happened this week, and I want to see, do I have it? I think I actually have it saved. I think I actually have it saved on here somewhere. But there was a reference. Oh, excuse me. There was a reference in the most recent episode right here. There are a lot of people that kept saying that this little purple toy, there's a lot of people that kept saying, oh, yeah. Man, y'all see that Sentinel? Y'all see it? Yeah, dude, he had a Sentinel in his toy box. See, I told y'all he was out here wilding. So here, let me tell you something. This is how y'all be telling on yourselves. That ain't no Sentinel. That's Machine Man. And it was a whole bunch of folks on Twitter. They're like, bruh, do you know? They're like, I forget who said it. There was someone said, do you know how many YouTubers I've seen folks on TikTok claiming that was a Sentinel and was loud and wrong at the same time? I was like, bruh, stop. I was like, stop. That is like, here's the thing. Don't get me wrong. Looking at it on its face, yeah, I can see why you would be like, oh yeah, that's a Sentinel. So I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh yeah, man, y'all just crazy. But man, I'm gonna be real with you. Knowing what I know, having read that Machine Man Bastion 98, I was like, yeah, y'all told on yourself. There's a lot of folks that told on themselves when they were talking about Bastion's origin. Oh yeah, you see, yeah, you know he's yeah, you see he's yeah, see he one of them special sentinels. Yeah, man, yeah, he just showed up like that. Like I was just like, bro, I was like, look, man, if y'all just say y'all don't know who the fuck, like here's the thing, y'all have seen me do this in my own videos where I'll be like, I don't know what the fuck this is. I'll say it. I'll freely admit when I don't know something. I will freely admit. Y'all ask me on here, I'll be like, I don't know. I'll say it. But man, these folks out here, Lord have mercy. Real quick though, before we move any further, we do got one from Elite X1 with the $5. With the 5, says Cyclops, Beast, now Charles, X-Men having more heel turns than a month of WWE shows. Who would you guys love to see go heel in the future and why? So here's the thing. I want somebody to pull a big show. I want somebody to turn heel. I want somebody to turn 3 times in the same show. I want to see some. I want somebody to come in, start out as a face, turn heel, then come back as a face, or vice versa. Like, could you imagine Can you imagine reading a crossover with Cassandra Nova? She come in heel, turn face, and then go right back. Actually, technically, they did that in Marauders, but Steve Orlando turned that for like 3 times in the same run. I was like, bruh. But anyway, let's get back to what we're here. Cassandra Nova, that would be the one. I would love to see, but it had to be in the same event. It'd have to be in the same event for me personally. Just putting that out there. Carter, what you got? Would you like to see anything of that nature?
I would, but honestly, I don't have a name that I could just pull out because I like being surprised. And Hank McCoy was a huge surprise. Was not expecting it to go that route. Didn't even think it was going to be on that same road, freeway, truck stop, side street. So that would be something just to be funny that I would pull out of my ass. If you were to ask me this before Beast was one. Beast would have been one I said just to troll and be funny, but to see how well it came out, it
came out really well.
I don't know. I'm still upset because I really want the omnibus when it drops, but that goddamn last issue, I don't.
You just don't read the last issue. When you get that last issue, you just close the book. That's how it ended. Hey, it ended like it ended like Ed Briss's Ghost Rider. That last issue just didn't show up.
Don't do that. Don't do that. $5 from Jasmine saying, laughing my ass off. I only really know Machine Man because I read Next Wave from like 2006, I think. You are doing much better than most.
Well, here's the thing, though. And that's also kind of telling to me, because you know what? Now that she just said that, I forgot he was in that. I forgot Machine Man was in Next Wave Agents of Hate. Which, by the way, I just, this is for free. If you've never read Next Wave Agents of Hate, might wanna. Fantastic book. One of the rare instances during that time frame where you actually got to read something with Monica Rambeau in it. But yeah, dude. Wait, with Chris Reps, I want to see Storm go heel. You don't want to see that. You don't want to see that. No, we don't want to see that. Not because it would be bad, but because, man, if she turned heel, we ain't never gonna want her to go back. We ain't never gonna want her to go back.
Maybe this is a dick move on my part, but reading I want to see Storm go heel. First thing that popped into my head was Storm as Angela Bassett. And I thought about Angela Bassett in American Horror Story. And I'm like, damn, that Earl Monroe would be a goddamn mess.
Oh, man.
like that kind of characterization where she's that kind of character, but it's Storm.
Oh, no, she'd be too much.
I say this with all the respect in the world. That bitch would be diabolical.
Oh, yeah. No. She look, let me tell you something. People forget Storm can literally take the air out your lungs. It would be
you
over.
Fine as hell, but will slaughter everybody in the motherfucking room. But like that's why
Oh.
like Angela Bassett, she can do that so well and still look so damn good. Dog, that would be
like you would risk it all.
oh my god,
you would be on some. I can change
you be Kevin.
Yeah, you'd be like, man, I could change her. No, man, no. I know she bad, but I can change her. I can look, no, man. Look. Let me tell you something. Could you imagine this woman looking at you with that smile on her face, knowing she about to kill your ass?
Like I hear Angela Bassett. I hear it. I hear Angela Bassett reading that right now.
Dude, look, I'm gonna tell you. I saw somebody at Just Another Monster. We need Storm's Brotherhood of Mutants.
Oh,
look, let me tell you something. I was so mad when they came out with that book Storm and the Brotherhood. I was like, man, this need to be I was like, when this Sinister shit is over, this need to be the title. They need to bring like. Dude, look, I'm not trying Marvel. I'm not trying to tell y'all how to run your business. Call me.
Yeah.
I would write that shit for you. You would look, I shouldn't even say this. I would do it for free. I'm just saying. But yeah, just holla at your boy. I'd write it.
Okay. All right. This is the last one. So we can go ahead and discuss why the Marvel editor agrees that Xavier ain't shit.
Yes.
We got a brother in the chat to say Angela Bassett in Waiting to Exhale when she lights that car on fire. Now, stop right there.
Yeah.
Angela Bassett as Aurora Monroe doing that same walking away, but it's the Dominion behind her.
Bruh. Y'all look like that's why I'm trying to tell y'all. If she go heel,
that would be,
bro. Let me tell you, I'm trying to tell y'all. If she go heel, it's over. If Storm goes heel, bro. Look, I don't know how many more times to say. If Storm go heel, it is. Look, and if I'm not mistaken, we got a taste of this shit in X-Men Red, the first junt by was it Tom Taylor that did that? That did that X-Men Red? Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, she was already a nightmare when Cassandra Nova got a hold of her ass. I might do a video about that. But anyway, I wanna let's get this and then we're gonna go to it. Nuck says,
shout out to the boy Nuck 1999. I feel like Wolverine's gonna catch some of that Magneto rage in the next couple of episodes. You might be right. Also, just FYI, Nuck, I've been practicing my Manon, man. I've been practicing my Manon. But thank you for that. I guess since I just sang Charlie Wilson. Nah, you got me fucked up. Right?
I was like, man, he gonna do it. Hey, look, all I'm gonna say is all I'm gonna say to that is this. If Wolverine gets pulled up on by Magneto, here's the only request I make. Can he do it in the black tights? Can he do it in the black in the black boxer briefs?
You want him to get cleaned up with the Calvin Klein's on? What's wrong with you?
Look, I'm just saying. Also, man, thank you, Nuck, for that. Hold on, let me get a little sip. Ooh, that Memphis water hit different. With that 1999 super chat. Appreciate you, pimp. Let's see here. Okay, so yeah, for real. We're gonna get into it. I promise we're gonna get into it. The reason why a Marvel editor is saying that Xavier ain't shit. Okay, so where this comes from. This actually comes from a very specific place. So for those that don't know, Tom Brevoort, who is the current executive editor of X-Men right now, like period, hands down, end of story. He is the one who is basically all over X-Men right now. And he recently came out and said that Xavier just, he's a character that it's difficult to do anything with him right now because some story arcs have kind of done him dirty and made it difficult for you to see him as an effective leader. And he says, as far as Professor Xavier goes, I think he has the same problem in the modern age that such characters have been facing going back to the 70s at least. He's an authority figure. And as a culture, we have a deep distrust of authority figures. Consequently, on multiple occasions, Xavier has been shown to be not just flawed, but actually aberrant in his actions, betraying the morality that he is meant to represent. And he actually brings up a couple of things. He has receipts. And it's good that he has receipts, because if he didn't, I was going to have them anyway.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's all good there. So he specifically points out on his Substack that the first, actually, I find this funny. He says this is the first, because I actually think that's a different one. But he says the first is the 2004 to 2008 astonishing X-Men run by Joss Whedon and John Cassaday. And this is the story thread some of you may or may not remember.
Yeah,
this was a story arc where old Chucky boy, he let's just say he made some mistakes. Let's just say old Chucky.
You can't say all that and then just try to be just real calm and casual. He made some mistakes. He accidentally spilled Coke on the white carpet. You can't say it like that. That's how you just sounded right there.
Well, no. So the reason why I say what I say, it's not because I think that what he did was not bad. Oh no. What he did was actually quite fucking awful. And I think anyone if anyone would say like, "Oh, hey, you know, this is I think that Charles did this, and I think it was problematic, and I don't think that, you know, this makes him, I don't think this makes you a credible, figure, this, that, and the third, whatever." I would agree. But for those who may or may not remember, the thing that was going on at the time was that in Joss Whedon and Cassaday's Astonishing X-Men, that was when we were introduced to the character Danger. And no, I don't mean danger as in
Danger.
Not that danger. But the actual, and here, let's pull her up so y'all can get a little bit of an idea. This Danger. The Danger that was effectively the Danger Room.
Yeah.
So, here's the thing. For those that are not familiar, it was revealed during this run that the Danger Room was actually not just a room, a construct of a room that allowed the X-Men to train. That it was actually a sentient artificial life form.
Mm-hmm.
And that Xavier had effectively enslaved it. So you get that here. She say, "You bastard. The X-Men don't have the slightest idea of who you really are, do they?" And the funny thing is, he goes on to say, "I like to think that Jean knew and understood." And
then yeets her fucking.
Well, that man was like,
Bro,
look,
that nigga is green,
look, wait a minute. Here's the funny part about that. Like I don't know when this meme, I don't know exactly when this meme became a thing. I don't have any I don't have any pinpoint on it, but it was basically him doing this.
Oh, bro.
Just like, yeet. He like, look, no look behind the back. Just
when
threw
the
it up.
paternity test said the baby wasn't mine.
Man, be like, whoop. I'm just saying. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Oh,
I remember when this happened. I thought that was so. Now I don't mind out there ideas, but
yeah,
just finding out that the Danger Room
is real,
was alive the entire time, and Xavier knew about. See, I'll tell you what it's doing right now, and seeing, especially with seeing Xavier in that wheelchair, knowing that he's been doing dastardly things. Now that I have upped my game on DC stuff. I just see the Chief from fucking Doom Patrol. That's all I see. That's really all I see now.
Well, and it's funny you say that because, you got to remember, a lot of people will tell you. There's a very strong chance. Yeah, it's like a lot of people, because I think Doom Patrol came out first, but only by like a little bit. And it is not an unreasonable thing to think that, because these people all talked to each other. These people all knew each other. They, conversed with one another.
If you don't think they didn't, look at Swamp Thing, look at Man Thing.
Yeah, look at Man Thing.
They talking.
The motherfuckers was talking. Trust me. Look, that's why I always tell people there is no such thing as a war between Marvel and DC. There's no such thing. That war only exists for the readers. Period. But the people who work for them, they do not care. Because a rising tide lifts all ships. But yes, I saw Superior Bryce kept asking about what the run was. Yes, it is Astonishing X-Men by Joss Whedon. Joss Whedon. I don't know why I said Williams. Joss Whedon. It's Joss Whedon and John Cassaday. Very good series. Very good series.
For you all that, if you're interested in reading it, funny enough, Ernie, this was in one of the long boxes of mine that got jacked. But I had it in floppy. But for everyone who wants to read this, because if you're wanting it as an omnibus, you finna have to pay a very pretty penny to get that as an omnibus.
I checked yesterday; it's 200 something on Amazon.
If you are somebody that is a fan of the Marvel Epic collections that they've been doing recently, they just started dropping the Joss Whedon X-Men stuff in the modern Epic collections, and those are readily available. They are $45, hopefully, because it's free comic book day. You get a discount if you go get it today. So so you can go check that out yourself.
Oh yeah. Oh no. And here it gets worse. It gets worse. Colossus. You know you fucked up with Colossus getting in your ass. It's like he says, you knew. She told me. Right as I was about to crush her. And see, here's the thing. This how you know. Here, I want to zoom in on this. Whenever you call somebody out and their response is, what did they say? Like, you ain't denying that they said something. You just said, what did they say?
You know what?
Yeah, he did that shit.
I want to answer a super chat now. Somebody I think that I personally believe will be a well-deserved heel turn because he's just sick and tired of being sick and tired. Fucking Colossus, bro.
Yeah.
Lord.
Well,
I would not mind seeing him just say, you know what? I have been with y'all for years. I know how the sausage is really made. Hands.
Well, here's the thing.
Away from me.
some people might forget this. But I think it was in and around the time before Fatal Attractions, Colossus was an acolyte. He was working with Magneto. He was on Asteroid M when they went to when they went to attack and Wolverine got his shit snatched. Got all the adamantium pulled off his ass cheeks. But yeah, Colossus, he's turned before, but you could kind of make an argument to say his turn was incredibly justified because of some of the things that Charles had been doing and not been doing at that time. But yeah, this, like I said, also what I love about this is how everybody else starts digging in his ass. Like right here. This was Charles's reaction to being questioned. He says, I didn't know. By the time I realized what had happened, I saw no other course. My teams needed to be prepared. Mutant kind needed to be protected, whatever the cost. Then Wolverine hits him with the bar. What you been doing, Prof? Hanging with Magneto? Because that shit sounds just a little too much like him. Whatever the cost. And then your boy...
Yo, got it. You gave me that layup.
Look,
You gave me that
I did. Look, Cyclops hit him. Cyclops had to come and bar him up. So I can't expect you to forgive me or forgive what I've done. He says, but you do, don't you? We'll come around, right? What does it hurt? The oppression of a new life form. You figure we've taken enough from the Sapiens. Why not dish it out to the AI? Look, let me tell y'all
somebody
something.
who looks at Xavier like that's the pappy.
Oh yeah. Oh no, look, let me tell you something. Corsair. Corsair's your father. But Xavier is your pappy.
Like, this is one of those instances, and I love this because even though he is in that wheelchair to Scott Summers, Xavier is 10 feet tall.
Oh yeah.
Except in this instance. He is looking down on that man. I like that shot. That shot is fire.
Dude. And here's the thing. Look, let me tell you something. Y'all know me. I love me some Cyclops. But like when people start talking about how, man, when did Cyclops start being cool? Here's the thing. This was 2004. This was actually early. This was early in the astonishing X-Men run. Or I say early-ish. This is like around issue 12. It's issues like 9, 10, 11, and 12, roughly, where a lot of this is taking place. But Cyclops, and I would forgive anyone for not really thinking this way about Cyclops, in the early days. But Cyclops used to come at him with this same energy back in the day. Back in the like I always like to direct people to this right here. This is from God Loves, Man Kills. This is like I think it's like 1984, 85, 86, somewhere around somewhere there and abouts. Around that time frame. But the thing is, like, dude, Cyclops has already been ready to bar Xavier up when Xavier's getting a little out of pocket. Especially in like a time like this where Xavier was willing to ignore some of the atrocities that Magneto had perpetrated just so he could get an easy dub in the human versus mutant eternal struggle fight, whatever. But yeah, it like that's kind of one of those things. But like the reason why I say a lot of what what I say is because Xavier is the type of character that, yes, you want to believe in him. yes, you want to think this guy is the truth. He's talked about the dream all this time, and yet, for whatever reason, here we are. Yeah, we've come to this. And this isn't the only thing. This isn't the only thing. There's definitely more. There's definitely more to the story. We also cannot forget Deadly Genesis. We cannot forget about Deadly Genesis. Which to be fair, I know there's probably some people who probably don't think very much about Deadly Genesis, but we cannot forget Xavier. And for those that don't know what I'm talking about, Deadly Genesis was that arc that basically gave us probably two of the more popular characters that were created in recent memory. That was my alarm. Sorry. One of those being Vulcan, the other being Darwin. But the reason behind why the X-Men did not remember Vulcan is Charles Xavier. When people were wondering, oh man, how could Cyclops and Havoc not know they had a third brother? And it's because Xavier literally trained a team to go to Krakoa back when it was like a death sentence for a mutant to be on Krakoa. He took this team of mutants that had Cyclops and Havoc's own brother on the team, knowing that the X-Men needed to be rescued. He sent these people in, knowing that they would likely die too, mind you. And when those X-Men came back, he completely wiped their minds that Vulcan was ever a thing. That any of those X-Men, Petra, Sway, Darwin, that any of them ever existed. He completely wiped their minds of it. That's...
Who is this other summer?
Look! What was that? He hit Cyclops with that Wayne Brady, like he just.
Yeah, just who the fuck? I have a bro. What were we talking about, Charles? Nothing. You want some grits?
Right? Right? He's like, yeah, you were telling me about how you like Gene. You thinking about popping the question to Gene. That's what you were talking about just a second ago.
Man.
Also, you know what? I'm going to take you a step further. Because I know some of y'all probably don't expect me to go here, but I'm going to fucking go here. Look, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something about your boy. Let me tell you something about your boy Chucky X, okay? Let me put y'all on game.
That is nasty. You are not finna make that a thing. Thank you, Gillis Mo. Gillis Mo's back in the building with 100. But yeah, you know, Chucky X. No. Chucky, that's as bad as that Sexy Red, Sucky Hana, and Chucky X. That is nasty. That is nasty.
So I'll say this much to you. This right here is why I have always said Charles ain't shit. I keep this motherfucker on deck. So this is from the original 1960s X-Men issue number 3.
Yeah.
Right here. Yeah, we're Xavier saying, "Be careful, my dear. I cannot tell what powers this mutant may possess. He may be a danger to you. Don't worry, sir. Remember how well you've trained us." And then in his mind, he thinks to himself, "Don't worry. As though I can help worrying about the one I love. But I can never tell her. I have no right. Not while I'm the leader of the X-Men and confined to this wheelchair." Now, what he said to some people might seem completely, perfectly fine, perfectly normal.
Let's not lie. Let's not lie. I don't need you to fix your face to continue to say what you were saying. No. That was nasty work. That was nasty work. I wish I had that meme of the spray bottle saying, like, no, that is nasty, or no. Let me ask you this.
Yeah, go ahead, shoot.
I know that this is a pistol that you always keep in your back pocket.
Yes.
Who wrote this?
Oh, this?
Mm-hmm.
This is back when your boy Stan Lee.
Okay.
Yeah, this is.
Do you think? I can't believe I'm about to go this route. Do you think it's fair with the other horrible things that we could pull from that Charles Xavier has done? Do you think it is fair that you constantly have this particular pistol in your back pocket?
Yes, I think it's very fair because Charles is a groomer.
Mm-hmm.
Charles is a groomer. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Look, I'm not even gonna put an allegedly next to it. I'm not even gonna put.
Somebody said it and it popped up in chat immediately from our account saying Charles Groomer
Xavier
at the same time, bro.
Look, because here I'm gonna tell you why I say that.
Mm-hmm.
We know Charles has known Jean Grey since she was a little girl. We know this.
Mm-hmm.
We know this. He has known her since she was a child. Matter of fact, here, boom, right here. She's a little girl. She is a prepubescent teen.
Is this
right
Alex
here.
Ross? Oh.
No, actually, it is not, oddly enough.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's from this is from X-Men Origins Jean Grey #1.
Okay. Shout out to Dropped Combo in the chat. He said, I like how Charles came at his own legs though whilst creeping.
Whilst creeping, he's like God damn, why? But yeah,
please continue.
Okay.
I just saw that. It was just like,
but that's it right there. That's it right there. That's it. That's the tweet. That's the tweet right there. That is the tweet right there. Charles Xavier is a freaking pedo bear. He's a groomer.
Holy.
He's a groomer. Like so yeah. While Tom Brevoort's out here trying to keep it clean, because I'm pretty sure he don't want to draw any attention to any of this. But yeah, you can't. Yeah, I agree. You cannot use Xavier. And he goes on to say, he says, there's flawed and then there's being a monster. And especially in a world in which Magneto is more and more often presented as being on the right side of their philosophical argument, that means it's difficult for Professor X to fulfill the role that he was designed for. And that's a genuine problem, given that the entire series is predicated on Xavier's dream. For all that people can say, love the dream, hate the dreamer, I don't think it's anywhere near that simple in practice. And basically just in reference to trying to do that with Xavier, which is why I think, yeah, a lot of the recent stories are trying to divest the X-Men from Xavier for the time. And I think that's good. Actually, that's perfectly fine. I think that's perfectly fine. So, but yeah, he's Tom Brevoort's actually said some things very similar about other Marvel characters. This isn't the first one he's ever said this about. He said this about Hank Pym. How now the only thing people think about when they think about Hank Pym is that he beat the shit out of his wife. And not just in, I mean, technically, in the main like Earth 616 stuff.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask. Hasn't that? Because that's something that people always pull from, and I just want you to clarify for me, just so I know I'm not crazy. Yeah. That was only in the Ultimate, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Ooh, I wish.
So it did. Okay, it happened in both. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So here's the thing. In the actual like comics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a thing.
How did you just have the backhand pick cock and loaded in a folder somewhere? How?
Hey, always. Look. My hard drive is nothing but receipts. It is nothing but receipts. But yes.
Imagine backhanding a woman, but then saying, "I've got to save the day," like whilst you are backhanding your significant other. What writers, bro?
No, and here's the thing. Here's the funny thing, though, Carter. Here's the funny thing. This actually used to be incredibly common. This stuff like this used to be incredibly common back in the 70s and 80s. It was perfectly normal for you to strike a woman or belittle her because she, you know how like we always joke about how like with Breaking Bad, how like a lot of people hated Skyler on Breaking Bad the first time they watched it because they're like, oh man, Skyler's not letting Walt be great. Man, this is Walt's show. Skyler needs to leave Walt alone and let him be the meth king. But deep down, we know Skyler is right about Walter. She's not wrong in her assessment of him as a human being. He is a bad person. And the only reason that we empathize with him is because he's the protagonist. That's the only reason we empathize with him. However, it was like that a lot in the 70s and 80s. If you go, and I challenge you, I challenge everyone in this chat, if you have the time, or if you have like Marvel Unlimited or like, DC Universe, whatever, I actually challenge you, go back and read older comics from the 70s and 80s. And if there's a woman present, it is hyper normalized for a male character to slap a woman because
Can you go back to that picture real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I have just no experience with Hank Pym stuff, but just mid backhand, but you still fixing your face to say it's my only chance to redeem myself. Come on,
let me be great, woman.
This is who y'all got Michael Douglas portraying out here in these MCU streets.
Like it is. And here's the thing. Because I remember when people said that.
I will never read any Ant book at any point that got any fucking thing to do with Hank Pym. I don't give a goddamn what it is. After seeing that panel, I don't care.
Well, no, dude, let me tell you. This is why when people wonder, man, I don't understand why they didn't just let why didn't they allow Hank Pym to be the main what's it's like the main Ant-Man in the MCU? Why'd they make us do Scott Lang? Why can't we have that? And here's the thing, it was hyper normalized. Like when I tell you, and I know these are some extenuating circumstances, but it wasn't just predicated to women. It wasn't just like casual misogyny was a regular thing. And like,
I'm not laughing at what
I'm actually gonna find you one. Here it is. Check this out. I want to show you something. This isn't Reed hitting Sue per se, at least not in this particular instance. Though I do have one where Reed hits Sue. But here's one right here. Just like a woman, everything I do is for your own good, but you're too scatterbrained and emotional to realize it. Well, all right, I can play it your way too, Miss Storm.
What does that mean? You gonna go fuck Mary Jane or something? Like I'm gonna get you like,
right?
I don't want to see this, dog.
I mean, look here, right here. I can't stand by and let you abduct him like this. Reed, be careful. We're alone here, and his guards are all armed. Stop sounding like a wife, Sue. I still make the decision. Like I said, Reed was look, don't get me wrong. I know a lot of y'all love Reed Richards. And I know some people get mad when I bring this panel up. Some people get mad when I bring... Yeah, exactly. A lot of people get mad when I bring this panel because I remember I brought this shit up when I called Reed Richards a fuckboy on Twitter, and a lot of folks got mad at me. That I was like, hey. I was like, this y'all boy out here? And he was like, do you truly believe your pathetic force fields are of any use against the Fantastic Four? Please don't make me laugh in your face, Susan. You'd have been killed outright years ago. But for the rest of us carrying you, Susan, I said, shut up. Now, to be fair.
Is she supposed to be evil?
She's supposed to be evil right now. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
But let me make something very clear.
Mm-hmm.
That came from somewhere. That's not something someone says apropos of nothing. Like that is
okay.
Yeah, I'm talking about like this is a man who like this is one of those moments like where you arguing with your girl about something and you bring up some shit that ain't got nothing to do with the argument, but it's some shit you've been holding in the chamber for like 8 months and you just let that shit off. That's what this is. That's what this is right here. And like I said, I said earlier, this isn't just relegated to the women folk. That's Reed slapping the fuck out of Franklin.
What the fuck does that? I am tired of you. Well, okay, you said that's him slapping Franklin Richards?
Yeah, that's Franklin.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, so he whooping it. So he whooping his
He
son.
whoop.
Okay.
Oh yeah, right here. Bam.
It's just the way he said, I am tired of your defiance. with the elongated backhand.
Dude. And to slap the fool out that boy.
I'm gonna need a little bit more positivity in this show right now because this is killing my Saturday vibes right now. All this is doing is making me more content that I have not ever wanted to read anything Fantastic Four or anything Hank Pym adjacent. So,
look, hey, you are well within your right to feel that way. You know, we're also well within our right to feel. We're well within our right to feel that Xavier ain't shit, and it's probably okay if he ain't with the X-Men for. You know what? Hey, you know what it is, Carter.
Look at she said he slapped Franklin with the rubber band hand.
He done broke the boy neck
with the rubber band hand.
Look, wait, the onomatopoeia.
Oh,
wait. Look, the onomatopoeia. Slap.
Oh man. It was two things I saw. I saw Jasmine's comment, and then Mr. Overdose absconded from the hole with literally the first thing he says now that he can breathe fresh air for the first time and he is out of the hole is Hank Pym graduated from the Ike Turner Charm School. Like,
hey.
I need some more. I need positivity this morning. It is still morning for me. It is noon and afternoon over there with his ass. I need some upliftedness right now, bro.
You know what?
This is ridiculous.
I tell you what, there's no better way to uplift than with that max damage.
Goodness. Oh, yeah.
No better way to do it. We got Gearless Mud here with the $100. Says, great to see you both. That Bone Thugs reference made me laugh out loud. Much respect.
Thank you.
In my head canon, I always thought Xavier used his abilities to keep the powerhouses in check and on his side. There were also in-world rumors of this across various books. Yes, this is true.
Yes.
The thing is, I feel like, and you know, and I actually saw some people, man, I don't want to really deep dive into an interaction I had on Twitter this week with some whole ass clowns.
Don't do that.
No, I'm not going to do it. No, I'll just say this. If you are curious, if you go through my Twitter feed and see that I had randomly quote tweeted, or no, I didn't quote tweet. I tweeted a screenshot of someone talking about how no black writers have ever written a good Black Panther book.
Yeah. I don't even want to get
that oxygen. Actually, it was funny because one of the motherfuckers quote tweeted what I said because part of it was about him, and he was like, he had the big eyes, and I was like, oh yeah, no, I saw that shit. I guess he thought I wouldn't see it.
Okay, I don't. Let's not even give that any kind. I don't want to use that word, but it's retarded shit from retarded people.
That too.
The one thing pertaining to this super chat, and thank you again, Gearless Mo. I had, now this was several comic book people that I used to converse with, and like this was in magazines and forums and shit like that. But the lore, I guess you would say, with a lot of people was that was the reason Xavier was a part of the Illuminati. was because he is using his powers and shit to keep people in check.
Mm-hmm. I can believe
It's
that.
better to have somebody like that with you to
Yeah.
control shit.
Actually, here, I tell you what, here, I'm gonna pull up this next one. I actually have something I gotta go pick up off the porch. But here, we'll put that says Reed Richards would make y'all sick with the things he said to Sue, which is why people are okay with her going to Namor. So, first off, correct.
Yes.
You are very correct in your assessment of that situation. Matter of fact, look. I've been holding this in my back pocket.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm gonna put that out there. And then here we're gonna do Big K Gaming. The 49 says, nah, but can we talk about how Bastion put this man in a Speedo for no reason? Like, I know Sinister had questions. Maybe he just wanted some of that magnetism. Hey, look. I know we always talk about, you know, we talk about some of these folks is out here.
Yeah.
I think it's no secret. Magneto got the sauce. Yeah, he got that he got that electromagnetic death stroke. Look, hey, Bastion was curious. He was curious. He just wanted to know. But but I will definitely say, I guess, you know, since we are actually a bit short on time, we're going to go ahead and get into Carter. Do you have a recommendation you want to put out there? And while you do that, I'm going to go pick up my package off the porch. Please and thank you. We'll save the boys for next week.
Well, we actually won't have to because it's literally our first question with our questions.
Oh, well then,
the Discord, so we can knock it out just quick, fast.
Let's go do that then. So here, I tell you what, I'll let you take the con on this part of it.
Yep.
I'm gonna go grab that package because it's something really important that I don't want stolen.
Well, go do that now. Stop talking and get out. So, with that being the case, as you all know, the boys dropped their new season 4 trailer. I did see it. Actually, they dropped it relatively late for me because I'm in Cali, but we got JWR 2.0. He's actually asking this question in the Discord saying, last night Amazon dropped the trailer and a poster for The Boys season 4. Have you seen either one yet? And what are your thoughts going into the new season? P.S. Homie still ain't shit, and I hope he gets his ass whooped again, but I am looking forward to all the memes. What's weird about that trailer was that he's saying Carter saying I'm the captain now. His ass should have really just gave me the one because that would have made things much better. I don't like I could do this shit here. Like I'm just looking at this empty ass chair. Audio files, y'all can't see me and see what I'm looking at, but I'm literally just looking at like an empty ass chair next to me. But the trailer was fine for this one. It wasn't your usual chaotic, bombastic ridiculousness that is The Boys. But the trailer really made it seem like Butcher was dying, which was very confusing to me. He sounded like somebody who was giving out like his last will and testament with everything. So I don't know, because this is season 4, if Eric Kripke is trying to do what he did with Supernatural. If you don't know, Supernatural was supposed to end after 5 seasons. So maybe they're getting to a point with The Boys where this next season for it will be the last one. Not season 4, but the next one coming out, season 5. So that was what I got from that trailer, was just that maybe we're kind of getting toward wrapping everything up, especially if you go off of the previous season with some Americans pretty much on the side of Homelander and some not. So not to spoil anything, if you have not read the book, he said the Carter Cave. Oh God. Oh
God.
But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I think with how everything is looking like it's going to happen in this season, I think they're getting toward wrapping things up. And even though there will be people that are going to be upset with that, as I pour myself another glass of Crown Royal, I'm actually cool with it, just because that was the one thing I liked about Supernatural when I thought that it was going to end in 5 seasons like it was supposed to. You don't want to overstay your welcome. So I think that if The Boys is doing a lot of legwork in season 4 to get toward the last season being season 5. If they do go that route, then I'm completely fine with it. I would much rather have 5 seasons of good television or 5 seasons of a good show, I should say, where you're not having to talk about you ain't got to watch this season and you ain't got to watch this season or something like that. You can watch every single solitary season of The Boys and be entertained throughout. So that was pretty much what I got from that new trailer. Mr. Without Ernie Fear Blerd, what did you think of The Boys season 4 trailer?
I liked it a lot. I feel the same as you though. I feel exactly the same as you. I feel like this is us getting close to the finish line.
Mm-hmm.
This is I don't not to say that I think that it's going to be like, oh yeah, this is the last season, but I feel like if they came out with an announcement that the next season after this is the last season, I'd be like, tracks.
Yep.
I'd be fine with it. Sorry, I had one of the things that was there was this.
No, you didn't. Can you wear it? Oh, okay.
You know what? Yeah, I think I can. Well, my head's kind of big, so I mean, probably not. But yeah, we'll try. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I got. You got to know. Wait. You got to take the one. Wow, he kept the glasses on. He kept the glasses on. That is nasty work. He kept the glasses on. So audiophiles, you cannot see right now, but he had a package that just came in, which was a big ass Magneto helmet, and it actually is bigger than his fucking head. He got to hold it. Now, here's a memory for your ass. Remember when Halo 3 came out at GameStop, and like, I don't know if your store had, I don't know if Wolf Chase had it,
yep.
But I know on American Way, we had a midnight release, and it came with that Master Chief helmet that everybody thought they was gonna rock, but that just was small as shit.
Oh yeah, this is actually surprisingly big. Like, it's actually bigger than my head.
That is what she said. Okay.
Look, hey, was it Blerd Nito? Look, I'm gonna have to, you know what? I might have to go back and revisit that design. I'm gonna have to go back and revisit that design.
You know what this screams to me?
Was
you gotta have a shirt.
Oh yeah, this is good. Yeah, this is a good shirt.
I think merch has to happen now.
Yeah, this is actually what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna take some shots for reference. But but for those who are wondering what I have, if you're wondering, like, this is the Marvel Legends Magneto.
Okay.
This is like specifically the X-Men 97 helmet.
Okay.
So they have an Iron Man one that I almost got. But I just don't fuck with Iron Man like that. So yeah, there's that. Yep. Actually, I want them to do like a Doctor Doom one because I want a better one than the one I have a Doctor Doom mask back there, but I don't like it as much because it's like it is hard to breathe in because it doesn't have slits under the nose like how Doom's actual mask has. Like, so if you put that motherfucker on, you're gonna be breathing hard as fuck. But yeah, this is the Black Nito. Yes. Or what was that? I remember like some people actually got mad at me because I actually changed my Twitter name to that for a while. It was Mag Negro. There was some folks that got a little slick mad at me. But yeah, to get us back on what Carter was talking about.
Real quick.
Yeah. What's up?
CE Roos in the chat is saying that Carter got to get the Cerebro helmet, but no one will want to wear it. I'm gonna tell you something right now. When that Krakoa, and I know you probably talking about the OG helmet. No.
Oh God.
If they came out with that Krakoa joint, I would buy it in a fucking heartbeat and rock that bitch. I promise I would. I would rock that bitch. For all of you all that are fans of the Blerd Cave or are relatively new, look up our Suicide Squad review talking about the James Gunn Suicide Squad review. Look that up.
Like I say, he'll commit.
That wasn't me.
He'll commit.
I wasn't on that episode of the Blerd Cave. It was actually Ernie and Starro. And Starro was here for an entire 3-hour fucking Blerd Cave.
Mm-hmm. Dude, the Conqueror.
Dog, if that's Krakoan's Cerebro helmet was to come out, and I gotta catch myself, depending on how much it is,
yeah,
and if I can breathe,
yes,
I would buy it in a heartbeat.
Like this, I think this actually, I caught this on a sale, so I don't know how much it is normal. I think it's like I know it's like 80, 90 something like MSRP, but I don't know.
That's it.
Yeah. Well, because it's not metal. It's not metal.
I don't give a damn.
Yeah, this is made out of plastic, but it's like a very good plastic. Like it is Marvel Legends, so they actually put some money behind this. But like honestly, I wish they'd come out like if they did one. And I know people have made their own versions. I wish they would make a version of the Daredevil mask, like kind of like the one like what Charlie Cox had on the show.
Mm-hmm.
I would get that shit in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
But that said, I'm gonna set that over there to the side. That's for another day. I gotta put the.
I would actually go to the gym more so I could buy a whole like one piece suit to show them abs with my Cerebro helmet. Boy, I would grow my beard out some more so I can be like the nasty work Xavier we got in the fall of the House of X right now with the nasty beard. Dog, I'd be untouchable. Oh, I'd be untouchable.
Oh, and then I told Carter about this, so this isn't really a surprise to him.
What was that?
This is what also was well.
Oh, it came in.
Yeah, it came in. I'm gonna cover that part of because.
Are they showing his dick? Is his dick actually out?
No, but I mean it's close. Okay, yeah. It's close. It's close. So
I think the glare is. I think you're good. I think the glare. You can't see.
There you go. I'm gonna hold like wait, right there. There you go. There you go. You can't see nothing. You can't see nothing. But yeah, that sex criminals came in.
Yeah, audio files. You cannot see this, but Ernie is now the new owner of the Sex Criminals Complete Omnibus that they have come out with. Chip Zdarsky posted about this. Have Sex, Stop Time, Rob Banks. This is a book you all know that I have recommended several times. Chip Zdarsky came out on an IG post pretty much saying that he wanted it all to be under one roof book-wise instead of separated in trays and hardcovers and things like that. And he wanted it in the most affordable way he could get it out. So the long and short of it is every issue of Sex Criminals in one trade paperback is what your boy Ernie has right now. I have it in 3 hardcovers and I'm completely fine with it. His is called what? What's your version called?
Mine is just called the Sex Criminals Complete Edition.
Yours is
big hard.
Yeah, I have the big hard Sex Criminal.
Big look, got the schmeat out. And I think yours actually has. Okay, so here's the thing. This doesn't have that kind of makes me sad.
What's that? Please don't say the letters. The letters were the best parts of some of them issues.
No, okay, so no. Well, yeah, that too. Well, so like it doesn't have any of the write-in stuff, and it doesn't have any of the like they have like the galleries for like alternate covers and things of that nature. Okay. They don't have any. None of that is in this one. Okay. So
real quick, because I see people saying, and they're putting question marks and like, bro, that name has me thinking these are some very bad people. Let me tell you all the premise of it so you don't get us indicted. Venom Absolute, good to see you in chat. We were just talking about somebody like you earlier. 2-factor authentication, sir. The entire point of this book is, oh God, I'm going to sound like such a fucking pervert, but I swear to God, the book is good. Woman finds out that she can stop time every time she climaxes. She meets a dude that finds out that he can stop time every time he lets a couple rounds off. She works in a library that is about to get shut down if it does not come with a certain amount of money that they need. He just wants a better anything. He's more so like Adam Sandler on Click. She doesn't want the library to shut down, so they come up with an idea to where they just go do the nasty, stop times, get the money they need to pay for the library to stay open, and then shenanigans and hilarity and some really thought-provoking, honest stuff when it comes to not even just sexuality, but just
Have you seen all the variants for that comic?
So if you're talking about the triple X variants,
Mm-hmm.
yes, because
Are
Ernie,
they?
that's what was in my long box that got stolen.
Oh.
Yeah, I had all the triple X variants because they came in these pink bags, blacked out so you couldn't see it, but it was different
I
artists
can't
and
show
stuff
them.
like that.
Like I would love
You
to show y'all, but you
cannot
cannot.
show them.
These like there is no look. Let me tell you something. There is like if I pulled them up on screen, like they're not like tame, like they're not like lewds. It's like full on. Like you see everything.
There
It
is a
is-
variant from Brian Lee O'Malley. Hopefully, you all know who that is. And Scott Pilgrim, Captain Underpants, all that. He has a variant where it's the two main characters, but he drew it like it was a Nintendo cartridge, like Super Mario, and the main guy's member was a Koopa. But yeah, the book is actually really, really good. It stops being about that main premise relatively quickly, and then you get into the meat and potatoes of it, to where like there was one panel that I used to always show people so that they didn't get the wrong idea about how it feels to be a black man involved with someone else, and how some people of different races get certain ideas about how like all black men are hung like horses, and like, or we are just stamina, blah 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 blah. It's that book gets really honest in several different places. And I see that somebody said there is a character in the book named Keggleface. That's not her name. That's just what the main character calls her because she don't like her ass.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
Knows that the woman, because the woman has that same ability where she can stop time, but she does Kegel exercises so that she don't need a man to do stuff like it. It's a whole thing. I promise you, if you have read other Chip Zdarsky books, this is great. And Chip Zdarsky, he's helping with the story, but he's more so on
he's the
art
artist.
duty.
Yeah, he's the artist.
He's the artist on this, and Matt Fraction is the writer. If you read the Hawkeye that the Marvel Disney Plus show came from, that's Matt Fraction wrote that pretty much. And if you've never seen Chip Zdarsky art before, you will crack the fuck up. But
because he's a very good artist. He's actually a scary good artist. Like, I wish there were panels I could show you, but yeah, I will say this: if you haven't read his public domain, he provides art for that as well as writing. Like, I'm actually shocked he didn't draw New Bern. I was actually shocked he didn't go for the art on New Bern, which I thought that'd be an easy layup for him, but I'm actually kind of glad that he didn't, because I like the art on that as well. It's not to say Chip's art's bad, but just like the art that is, I forget who it is that does it, but their art is perfect for that story. But that said, I guess let's keep it pushing. I think I gave about as much of my opinion on the boys thing as I could potentially.
Man, we got one more question in the Discord, and then we can get right to questions from the chat, so we can get up out of here. Last question from the Discord is from Trap God Thanos, saying, "Good afternoon, both of you. In honor of Aubrey and Kendrick absolutely despising each other, what comic creators would you want to see in a beef? My pick would be the dastardly Brian Hitch versus Nicholas Draper Ivy, or any black artist, to be honest. Someone has to call him out for his black hair on his characters, is what he means. Or maybe Rob Liefeld versus Joe Kelly. That's a fire one. That actually sounds fire. Where Kelly is like I actually made Deadpool a character people like, instead of Rob Liefeld, who says the exact same thing. Yeah. Get these motherfucking likes up before K-Dot reveals you got a hidden baby."
God damn. I mean, yeah, what comic creators? Man, you know what? I tell you what. Grant Morrison.
Ooh.
Grant Morrison is out here. Because I didn't realize that Grant Morrison had beef with anybody. And I want to say they have beef with Mark Millar, and I find it kind of funny.
Okay.
I find it very funny.
The Brian Hitch, Nicholas Draper Ivy. I know you were being funny, Trap God Thanos, but this is making me want to even more now try to get Nicholas Draper Ivy on the Cave.
I mean, here's the thing. I'm pretty sure we could set. I don't know. So here's the thing.
Well, not even on the Cave. Just get an interview done. With
I'm pretty sure I could make that happen. I don't think that would be. I don't think that would be a difficult thing to do.
I think you and I both. I think you and I both could make that happen.
Yeah.
But you see, your reasons would be much different from my reasons for wanting to interview Nicholas Draper Ivy. I want exactly what Trap God Thanos wants. Nick, look what that dastardly fiend Brian Hitch is doing to our hairlines. I need you to say it on a public platform so that everybody can see that this is just, the man is unwell, as opposed to you who actually want to get into what Nicholas Draper Ivy has done, what he plans on doing with bloodstained teeth and everything like that. That's what you want. That's what you want.
This man. Did we get did we get any of the other ones? Because I saw there was a couple up here that didn't get marked off. Did we get Qdoma?
Let me see. Yeah, we did that one last week. Okay, you and I both didn't check it because we did that and Melvin.
Did we?
Yes, we did. I remember those.
Oh.
That's when
these are from after. These are from like a couple of days ago. Like these were added a couple of days ago.
Which one are you looking at? Well, shit. Ask him shit. Mine are different from yours right now.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say, because the ones I'm looking at.
I'm looking at Melvin. You said Qdoma. My bad. I can't read.
Wait. Actually, I'm looking at it now. Yeah, Melvin we did. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Melvin we did. I remember Melvin's.
Yeah, it's the other two we didn't do. So the two didn't do. So yeah, these came later. These are literally like just a couple of days ago. Or a few days ago. They were after the cave. But Qdoma says, afternoon, Blerd and Carter. Hope you're both enjoying your day. I see you've been talking a little bit more about manga and anime on your streams. I've been watching an anime called Dr. Stone. It's a world where humanity has been turned to stone, and the scientists, his friends must use their skills to rebuild civilization. It's different and says I like that about it. What are your thoughts on this if you have seen this anime? I have not seen it, but I've talked to a lot of people who have watched it and read it, and it is on my I won't say short list, but it is on my list of things to watch. Have you heard about Dr. Stone?
I have seen that on several webs, like Crunchyroll websites and like the official anime websites. For free. I have if there's any animes that any of these apps have for free in its entirety, it's always been Dr. Stone, and I have never watched it.
It's on the list.
Yeah.
I'm about to say you were watching Windbreakers last week.
And just so everyone knows, and I actually mean it this time, before Ernie asked me what I got going on later, as soon as the Blerd Cave is done, anybody who wants to watch the newest episode of Windbreaker with your boy, hop on the Discord, jump in the TV room. I already got everything ready so we can watch this newest episode. I actually mean it this time, literally right after we're done with the Blerd Cave. So,
have you watched Kaiju number 8 yet?
No, I'm not doing. I want to finish one. I didn't finish Ninja Kamui. This Windbreaker one is good, and I got people to watch it with. I want to be able to complete one. Goddammit, just one. I recommended all these other ones. Goddammit.
You know the. Well, I mean, because they both release episodes at the same time, damn near.
Okay,
give or take. Give or take.
Okay.
Well, the reason why I say is because Ninja. Windbreakers and Kaiju number 8 is like not all out. It's coming out like it's literally being released as we speak. Like they just put out a new episode. It's kind of like how Solo Leveling was. Like it's relatively new. Like this is only like the 3rd or 4th episode I think that's coming out for Kaiju number 8, and like Go Go Loser Ranger is only on like its 4th, about to be 5th episode this coming week. So yeah, I mean, you could like say it's just you literally would only be investing like 20 or 30 minutes of your time. But
so This is somebody else who actually invested their time in asking us this question. We got Christian Rapper in the Discord saying, hello, Carter and Blerd. I saw Blerd's video on X-Men episode 7. This is about your comments about Morph. Do you think that some comic book fans are too caught up on power scaling and power levels? In my opinion, it's obvious that they are just using Morph as a way to give the fans cameos of mutants and possibly other Marvel heroes that the writers don't have time to feature properly in the show. The writers don't really care about power levels. To me, that's a great nod to the fans. I hope the fans enjoy what the writers are doing instead of being caught up in arguments about power scaling. Have either of you two seen anyone complaining about the fact that Morph shouldn't be able to replicate powers? Right now, I am complaining that the number of likes doesn't equal the number of people watching this stream. Let's get those likes up.
I agree wholeheartedly on that. Here's the thing about power scaling, power leveling, and whatnot. Here's the thing. It's not that Morph can replicate powers. I mean, he can, sort of. We saw he was able to replicate Quicksilver's powers, which actually, that was probably the only one I thought was kind of weird. But I mean, that was also one of those things where, by and large, Morph has been able to replicate the powers of other mutants so long as they are physical powers, not energy-based powers. And so long as it stays in that realm, I'm perfectly okay with it, because if he's replicating energy, that is a whole other level of busted right there. That is just, that would be where I'd be like, okay, yeah, you're going to have to figure out ways to limit this, because it's gonna make the story just fall all the way apart. It's kind of like why when everybody was complaining that Nightcrawler didn't teleport to save Trask when Rogue dropped him off the ledge, I was like, shit, Morph could have turned into Archangel and just flew up and catch him, or could have turned into Quicksilver and ran down the side of the building. Though I don't know if he could run down the sides of buildings. Maybe that's where it stops for him. But or for them rather. But yeah, that is that is one of those things. I personally don't care. I think it's fine. I recognize that, what this is on its face. And so long as it doesn't get out of hand, I think it's fine. Like case in point, Morph turned into Juggernaut in this last episode and literally got dunked on as soon as they did. Like they got all big, I think Morph was literally about to say, "I'm the Juggernaut, bitch," and before they could even get the words out, Trish Tilby laid their ass down. My bad. But yeah, that's just me. That's just me right there. I say with that, let's go ahead and jump into let's jump into the stuff. Let's jump into the next thing. So now we're gonna go into questions from the chat.
Well, before we do, we got a $5 super chat from Levesto the Samurai.
Yes, sir.
He's saying, "What's good, fellas? Appreciate y'all keeping a brother entertained while I run these last minute errands for my B-Day trip to Aruba on Monday. Take care." And then you going to Aruba on a Monday. Man. Yeah, you finna be a damn fool. Nobody goes out the country somewhere on a goddamn Monday. You finna show your ass. You finna get caught in some mess. And I also want to thank Paris Yule for gifting 5 Blerd Without Fear memberships.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you. And we also have Paris Yule in the Blerd Club Silver Edition for 7 months, saying, "Enjoy your weekend, gents. Love the dedication, and cheers to you for being in the Silver Coalition."
I don't have any drinks, right? But I'll hold up this I'll hold up that water cup. Let's see here. I'm also pinning some of these questions I see.
Yeah.
Right now, so I have there, bam. I actually have all the questions that we will need, pretty much, and all from different people. So here, let's take this first one from Jerome that I see. So this question: you mentioned you don't read action comics as much anymore. Was it their style of storytelling, character development, or the art that didn't keep your interest? You know what it was? It's action comics was never really a big thing for me. It was always dependent on who was writing it at the time. Case in point, Philip Kennedy Johnson brought me back to Action Comics because the War World saga was that good. Like I said, like right there, bam, it was that good. It was, and everybody was. I remember because I wasn't reading his Action Comics when he was at least not at first when he was actively doing it. I came in towards the end because so many of y'all were like, bruh. You need to get on that action. Like I know, I'm almost positive Elite X1 was one of the main ones that kept telling me this. But I know, but there were like dozens upon dozens of y'all telling me, dude, you need to be reading Action Comics.
He's being very nice about it, but what he really wants to say is something that I just had with YTube Noob when it came to the Windbreaker anime and manga. You wouldn't shut the fuck up about it. So we finally sat there and absorbed what you wouldn't shut the fuck up about. And then we were like, God damn, he was right. This is good.
Yeah, this is good in the motherfucker. Look, I was sitting here like,
what the hell was I doing? I should have been reading and watching this soon.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I was like, dude, what was it, Coming to America? I was like, man, that boy good. Damn, this War World saga is good in the motherfucker. But no, that was me. That was me. I fell in love with it. And then, like, it's not to say, like, I like the Jason Aaron stuff that came after. It didn't hit as strong for me as the stuff before it. And, it was kind of it is what it is situation. I know that I believe Gail Simone is, I think, going to be writing some Action Comics here in a little bit. So I'm actually very curious to see what she's going to be doing there. Friend of the channel, Gail Simone, out here. And I'm trying to think about what else. And it's the same for Detective Comics. I was the same way with Detective Comics. It depended on who was writing it at the time. Was James Tynan on it? Oh, he's on it. Okay, well, I'm in. Is maybe a Peter Tomasi or somebody on it? Okay, no, you might have my attention. It really depends, and I think it's also to say as well that sometimes if the stories felt like they were just too far and away from something else that was going on, or if it was just completely ignoring something that was happening over here. Sometimes that would play a factor into it as well. Like in Detective Comics, it was hard to ignore a story where Batman is running a squad that has Clayface on it. It was hard to ignore that. So I had to check it out, and I was glad that I did. But yeah, sometimes it's never been the art. It's never been the art. Because as a person who's an artist, your art has to be pretty fucking bad. And uneasy on the eyes for me to not want to read your comic. It has to be man, I don't want to make it hot, but there's a certain Robin comic that ended not too long ago that was kind of that for me. I think Carter and I both talked about that. Like, it was just like, oh man, this is hard to look at. But yeah, I don't know. Carter, do you have the same or better? He's like,
yeah, I got nothing.
He's like, YTube Noob is here with the questions. What's been going on with Battle Chasers? You guys haven't given any updates. It's not on hiatus again, I assume. Yes, it is. It is on hiatus. Now,
you asked this last week, and I ignored it.
What?
Because I'm trying my best to not you. I'm talking about YTube Noob. He asked this question last week, and I saw it in the chat. Yeah, and I made sure that we didn't answer that fucking question because I'm trying my best to hold my composure for my friend. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm real fucking sick of y'all. Because you all won't finish that stupid fucking book for my friend that's been waiting for fucking years for that shit to be completed. And we on another hiatus again. Hey. I'm sick of how you motherfuckers are doing, my friend. I'm trying not to go. I'm trying not to go his route and call you motherfuckers racist. but I'm seeing some colorizations around here to why y'all won't finish this fucking book for my dog. Finish fucking Battle Chasers. Why are we on another hiatus? You can't say you're working on the video game because the video games y'all done had come out been fucking mid. Finish the goddamn book.
Damn.
Finish the book for him. Finish the book for every single solitary goddamn person that has been waiting for it to be fucking completed. And don't y'all say, "Oh, this what happened when Carter get that drink in." Shut up! I'm not even drinking. Finish that book for my friend.
Well, I was just gonna say the Battle Chasers number 9 came out in 2001. Battle Chasers number 10 came out in 2023. So they dropped. To my understanding, I think they got up to issue 12. I think they got up to issue 12 of Battle Chasers. I'm actually checking myself on that one. I don't want to be talking out of turn. Yes. So they got to issue number 12 and they announced a hiatus. They announced a hiatus after that. Which is just wild to me, just 100%. Yeah, it was the Battle Chasers. Look, 2001. I'm just saying, y'all do the math on that. 2001 and 2023. So yeah, we're talking a not insignificant amount of time. So it took us 22 some odd years. To get that was look, DVDs were barely a thing. Like DVDs were really just starting to take off. We're talking PlayStation 2. We talking PlayStation 2 era. But yeah, that said, it is on hiatus again. And here's the thing, I don't even know why, because now Rob no, I almost said Rob. Joe Madureira is not even drawing the book anymore. He's only writing it. So Ludo Lullaby is the one drawing it now.
Stop playing with people's emotions and just quit doing it. Just quit. Just stop.
It is.
It ain't coming out. Stop. There's a video game that I was a really big fan of that was supposed to have some DLC content come out, Ernie. The dude has been saying, "Yep, I'm still working on it." It's been 5 years.
What game is this?
Game. That's what I was looking up now. It's from Devolver.
Oh shit, Devolver Digital.
Katana Zero is what it is.
Got you. Yeah.
The game came out, fanfare. It was great. The guy was working on DLC. He said it was going to be bigger than the main game. He's still working on the game. He's still working on it. He did a mobile game in his spare time. They came out with an announcement a couple months ago just to let you know, hey guys, I'm still working on it. 5 years after the game launch. At this point, I don't care anymore. The more you keep running your mouth about the fucking thing, the more I am starting to slowly but surely just dislike it, which I'm pretty sure is how a lot of Battle Chasers fans feel. We keep talking about it's coming, a hiatus. We're gonna come back with what, like $1.50 and change for a goddamn issue, and then we're gonna take another hiatus. At this point, man, Battle Chasers fucking sucks. It sucks. I don't care anymore. I guarantee you that's how a lot of fans feel. The book fucking, I don't care about that whack ass book. The game sucks. The video game sucked. The game developers suck. It sucks.
Well, I will say this much. While once again, I'm a huge fan of and also I do want to put out a correction. Or not a correction, but this is kind of tangential. Joe Mad, the first American manga artist. So here's the thing. No, he is not the first American manga artist. That goes to Adam Warren. Adam Warren actually was doing, is an American artist who was doing manga before even Joe Mad. He was doing Dirty Pair in 1988. As a matter of fact, he still makes comics to this day that are pretty interesting. But he did Dirty Pair, and he also did Bubblegum Crisis, as well as like a lot of the Gen 13 stuff. He did stuff for them, and he did Marvel Mangaverse, and right now he's mostly known for his Empowered series, which is kind of one of those that is interesting.
This whole thing, dog? You know what's sad about this?
What's that?
I don't even read, nor have I never wanted to read Battle Chasers.
Yeah.
I'm just more pissed for the fans.
I mean,
that y'all been having to sit there 20 plus years and this shit is on issue what?
12. It ended at it cut off at issue 9 in 2001, picked up issue 10 in 2023, went on hiatus at issue 12.
2023 to come out with issue number 10. Fuck that book. Fuck Joe Mad. Fuck him.
Oh no, here's the funny thing too. I actually backed the Kickstarter to re-release the Battle Chasers books as well as to continue the series. So if anybody's mad, I definitely am perturbed just a bit.
I feel you.
This is actually from I am Gregor D over on the Twitch side. 100 bits says, where's Sync gonna end up? Hopefully in a book somewhere. Well, I mean, probably, but I mean, I would hope he ends up in a book somewhere. And no, Morph is not a made-for-TV character. Morph is from the comics. But his name was Changeling back then. We got one from Bill. His question says, since the WandaVision profile pics on all social media was changed for something more purple tinted, is Marvel, or shall I say Agatha all along, preparing for the marketing of Agatha? Most certainly the case.
Probably.
Most certainly the case. I haven't kept up with everything as far as the social media stuff, but just knowing how Marvel likes to do stuff, Marvel Studios, yeah, that's definitely that is marketing 101 right there. For them, it would, like, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if you started seeing their profile names and bios get changed on social media. Start seeing all kind of weird videos and shit like that start dropping. That would be the way to go. We have also got Wagner Kurt says, question, do you feel like Morph is just being used as a way to... We actually technically kind of already answered this earlier. But yeah, yes. The answer to your question is yes. That is 100%. Morph is being used as a way to cameo characters that they just don't have time to dedicate to. And and honestly, they have been very open about that. Even before the show came out, they have said that that was pretty much going to be the case. That was going to be one of Morph's secondary purposes. And we also got Dino Donnie 2010 with the questions, which X-Men mutant characters are more Avengers than X-Men?
Wolverine. That's the basic bitch answer, would be Wolverine.
But yeah, I would give you Wolverine. I would also make an argument for at one point, maybe not so much Avenger, but I would definitely say Beast, because he's been on other teams other than X-Men a lot.
He was I think Rick Remender was writing that book, actually. I know Tony Moore was doing the art for it. He was a Secret Avenger.
Yeah, he was a Secret Avenger. He was an OG Avenger, a Secret Avenger, and a Defender. So I think he might have even been on West Coast Avengers for like all of 2 seconds. I don't remember exactly. For whatever reason, I want to remember that was a thing. But I might just be thinking about more Defenders. And I would also say, as of late, there was a time, not now, but like about almost 10 years ago, I would have said Rogue. Because there was a time where Rogue was an uncanny Avenger for a while. Yeah. Like, that was all, it was like, no, Avenger. So there's that. And I would also say... another character. Well, no. I wouldn't put them in that. I take that back. Let me cut that before I even say it, because it'll just sound stupid. Yeah, those are really the only ones. No. Firestar.
I forgot about her.
Yeah, Firestar. Almost forgot about. Oh, and Justice, formerly known as Marvel Boy. Though I count, honestly, I don't even really count them as Avengers. They're more like New Warriors to me than they are Avengers. But and for them being mutants, I don't associate them with the X-Men. It's kind of like how you can have characters. I'm trying to think of a good example. trying to think of a very good example, but yeah, basically characters that are mutants, but they just don't. You're just like, oh yeah, I forgot that character's a mutant. Namor. A lot of people don't like. Okay, that's another one. Namor. I associate Namor more with the Avengers than I do the X-Men. That's another one, and he's a mutant. So
I really wish they had stuck more with him being an X-Men. I like that.
Yeah,
I really like that.
There was that time, like kind of like 20. What was it, like 2008 through maybe 2012, 2013, 14, 15, something like that. I feel like they kind of had him hanging around, but then after that, there was like, okay, yeah, get your ass back on them Avengers. It's kind of clip this Carter rant, but yeah, we might do that. We might just do that. I'll probably do that. Also, hey, Jace, thank you for that Blerd Club Diamond. Appreciated, much appreciated. Let's see here. And I think that's it. Wait, you know what? I tell you what. Hold up.
Oh boy.
Yeah, no, that's it. I did actually, only reason we didn't talk about Blood Hunt today is because I did a video about it and I was kind of like, okay, cool. Yeah, I kind of don't really want to talk about it anymore after that. I was kind of like, I literally listened to myself talk, like, that video ended up being really long. That video was initially like 40 minutes long. So I listened to myself for several hours talk about Blood Hunt. So now I'm tired of Blood Hunt. I don't ever want to do that again. But yeah, I will say we'll probably talk more about Blood Hunt this coming Saturday. I'll put a note down to do that. We'll probably dig a little. I know some people probably were hoping we would talk about it. But we'll save it. Put some pen in those thoughts for later. But Carter, I know you already said what you're going to be doing here in just a minute. You said you're going to be jumping on that
Windbreakers.
On that Windbreakers, and I am going to get started on getting I'm going to start marinating my chicken so we can tackle that on the grill later. And what else was I going to say? Keep it locked because I do have a couple of things on the way. There's some Ninja Turtles videos, couple of Ninja Turtles videos, one about Splinter, one about Shredder. And I got a video for Vengeance of Moon Knight number 6. I don't know if I'm going to, or not 6, but 5. I may or may not release it because I'm not going to lie. I kind of, this video might go down in the history of the Nick Spencer Spider-Man Carter video. It might be something I may not release because I caught myself at one point being kind of ugly. And I don't know if I'm put that out. I don't know. I might actually re-record the whole video. We'll see. I also got to work on Patreon content and whatnot for y'all because some of y'all probably saw the wind shear video. I got new pencils in. See, new pencil, new mechanical pencil. I love drawing with mechanical pencils. So I got this is really like heavy duty like mechanical pencils that I'm gonna be drawing with. I've been doing some character designs and stuff with these, and I really like how they come out. But I will be doing another video for the X-Men Onyx, the character expression sheets. We're going to do a character that is not as hard to do as far as like facial expressions, because the last one we did Wind Shear, he wears a helmet, so it kind of made seeing his expressions a little bit more difficult. But we'll do, I'm still not 100% certain who we'll do. We'll probably do one of the other male characters that'll be on there. Might do Manifold or somebody. Might even do the costume uniform design too. We'll see how that plays out. And we might even do some analog. I haven't decided yet. I've been doing them all digitally, but I actually really like working analog as well because analog is still really fun for me. That's it, Carter. You have anything else? You're about to jump in on that Windbreakers, I imagine. So y'all get ready. If you haven't done so already, jump in the Discord. Link. It's like right there. Underneath the video.
That looks so fucking inappropriate.
I did it on purpose. But that said, for Carter Presents, I am the Blerd Without Fear. And you know what? I feel like Nino Brown right now. Joe Mad! You can
yes. Yeah. Twice.